afternoon, Multiverse, and welcome to MNW Warzone. I'm your host, General Manager Jerry Aldini, and with me as always is Michael Montoya.
Yeah, that's great, Jerry. Hold on a sec. Can you help me plug in the wires? They didn't look at my monitor.
Oh, did they? I thought they promised me this was going to be fixed. Hang on. You know what it is? It's when you twist the twazzle.
You twist the twazzle.
You twist the twazzle. A lot of people think you twirled the twazzle, and that's not correct.
Clockwise or counter. Oh, there it is. Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
all right, cool.
yeah. All right, are you good now, Michael?
I can see now.
All right.
But hello, Multiverse.
And what a show we have for you today. It's insane, folks. It's absolutely insane. We are 1 week away from the Super Show Thanksgiving, where so much is going to be happening. We have every championship except the tag titles are going to be on the line, and so much more. But before we get into that, so I have had a question that's been going on lately, Michael, and that is, Arcolf, what the hell are you doing?
Well, is he going to tell us?
Well, that's kind of the point. He's clearly been attacking the winners of showcases, and I actually had Legion reach out to to my office, concerned about the safety of Louis McDonald after last week. So I had some of the producers reach out to the Murder Cave, and what we got is Arcolf will speak if he gets to go first.
Ah, how many of those producers died?
No, that was very. There are protocols. The rules of parlay are recognized by all parties.
How many of them are grievously injured?
No, it doesn't. Oh, you know what? They don't. It doesn't always happen that way, especially because we approached through proxies.
All right, so we're down a couple proxies.
Cool.
Let's figure out what this weirdo has to say.
Honestly, I sent the referee.
Ah, okay. You're a genius, Jerry. You're a genius.
Yeah. Figure the best thing to do is send the man who is functionally immortal.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
So, enough of this, because I hear he's heading down to the ring and he's probably not going to be patient. So let's go hear what the All-Father has to say for himself. And there he is, Arcolf, man who of great controversy, member of the Murder Cave, the man who brought the Inquisition to the multiverse.
Man who consumes gallons of leave-in conditioner daily on that beard.
And you know what? I've heard that's really something you don't want to touch. Metaphorically or physically.
I feel his power from here, Jerry.
You know what? I think let's just let's let him talk and not give any chance that we might have interrupted him. Greetings and salutations, Multiverse. So, I have your attention. Good. That was what the point was. I hear what you all say. Oh, Arcolf betrayed us. The All-Father brought the Inquisition. Well, there's a reason I do that. I hold a sacred duty in the multiverse. I am the gatekeeper. It is my job to ensure that all who are here are worthy of the honor. There are secrets you do not understand. And as the gatekeeper, I feel I have not been doing my job as well as I could, and I've been suffering for it. It used to be that all the newcomers, all the so-called young lions, came through me. Do you remember that? But that hasn't been the case for a long time. And there are many here who have not faced the Gatekeeper. And many of them have been winning showcase matches. Well, let's get to the point. I have talked to the brass, and they have granted me the chance to test the younglings in a gauntlet match next week at the Super Show. Everyone who should face me will face me. So, you younglings, see you next week. Okay.
He needs to stop using that term or we're going to get a takedown letter from George Lucas.
I mean, younglings, young lions, rookies, what have you. I mean, I remember that back in the day.
Either way, some young wrestlers are going to get pummeled at the Super Show.
I mean, yeah, there's really no other way. But who is he counting? I mean, he hasn't been acting as the gatekeeper for a couple of years. I mean, he spent all that time on Flashbang. He wasn't gatekeeping here. He was.
I guess he wants his old job back.
I think he's saying that his recent bad run has been due to neglecting his duties. Huh. Okay, but who? And I'm getting a note. I didn't know about this, but just as he was up there, I did get a text from Pete. The brass just confirmed, yes, this is happening. So, yeah, I guess next week a gauntlet match featuring the Allfather. We've had I don't know if you've ever seen a gauntlet match before, Michael.
I read what it was in the book, and I don't know how to feel about it.
I mean, the last one I can remember of a singles gauntlet was about a year and a half ago on Flashbang with The Creation. But one man in the ring, and a series of wrestlers will come down and face him, and if he defeats one, another one comes until somebody finally puts him down. And if he can defeat the entire gauntlet, he's the winner.
So we're going to throw every single one of our rookies at Arcolf and see who cracks first.
At least a good number of them, yeah.
Huh.
And see which one can bring him down.
Well, good luck to those future cadavers.
Yeah, in the meantime, as we get ready, well, before we get into our first match, there's one other person we want to hear from. With everything that's been going on lately, issues between the team of High Voltage, issues that begin with the Three Kings. One of them had something to say, so ladies and gentlemen, let's go hear from Strongman Bell.
Amigos míos del Multiverso. Having had the chance to go back and really reflect on the comments made by mi amigo Aiden, he's made some very valid points. One being I say very little. So I will speak up as it has been asked of me. I am nothing if not accommodating. He's right. Family is very important to me. We fight. We win. We achieve together. That is the tradition of La Dinastia Bell. Not without frustration, broken bones, and blood, however. For the past 2 years, we have walked this ramp to one thing that has been painfully clear, besides a select few. Many do not take us for threats. Not that I really blame them. We are colorful, whimsical, cartoonish visages, made to dance to mariachi, after all. Despite that, win or lose, we have stood tall against everything thrown at us. Space tyrants, bat-wielding psychopaths, jobbers who embarrass the very name of Lucha Libre. Now, though, things are different. We have become rounded tag team champions, accomplished feats never to be seen again in this company. Gingerboi has showed us it is okay to let go of the comfort of technical. It is okay to want more. It is okay to reach beyond gold, to be shared. We don't have to be stepping stones for another's glory. We are the descendants of kings. I want more. I have cast aside the persona expected of me and risen from its ashes, and now I am hungry for the gold that was once beyond our reach. For the first time, I am ready to take the step. With my brother and Gingerboi, we will be a force to be reckoned with. Aiden, we are indeed friends. I respect you. I will praise your skills and accomplishments until I am old and dying. But in the ring, if you and your boys hinder our goals, I will break them 1,000 times because they have not earned my respect. I will step over them and take the thrones of gold and glory.
Well, there you have it. One half of the Bell brothers, Strongman Bell, a member of the Three Kings. And we may be hearing more about that later today, but now it's time. We've been going for a bit, and we haven't had our first match yet. So let's get down to ringside for our showcase match.
Let's head down to the ring for some wrestling action.
Our opening match is an 8-man showcase match. Introducing first, PowerSurge.
Speaking of potential young lions for Arcolf, would he count? I mean, PowerSurge has been in the multiverse over a year, but he never faced the Allfather. Would he count?
I mean, possibly. He hasn't faced the Allfather, and judging by that sort of distant look in his eyes, I think his cogs are turning just as ours are.
Yeah. I mean, last time we saw PowerSurge was in a showcase match. He won. So he's a member of the One Wing Club for showcases.
He's one of those well-known rising stars, and he does have that victory in showcase, so...
He's been making a name for himself, that's for sure.
Perhaps he's on the Allfather's
next
list.
Oh, here comes number 2.
Sergeant Major Payne.
Okay, another name for the possible list.
Absolutely, maybe. I feel like the brass might have done something on purpose here.
Maybe. Sergeant Major Payne, the undead soldier. Although we now know for a fact that is actually a mask. He has confirmed he is a living, breathing human being.
Well, that's a little...
Now, if he faces Arcolf in the gauntlet, that might change. I don't know.
I know what you're getting at, Jerry. Yeah, that would absolutely happen. Yep.
We'll see what happens.
And hopefully he's got some juice in that bag.
I mean, he's been an impressive performer, and now that he's gotten past the issues between him and Beowulf, we'll see where he's going next.
Only up to go for these rookies.
And speaking of next,
and introducing third, representing HR, registered Anon.
And now the HR department. This man has already faced Arcolf.
I read about that match, and also this man has not left me alone since I've gotten here.
You figure you've signed enough paperwork.
He said something about the onboarding process. He has to watch me. It's weird.
Okay.
I think he just likes to watch.
Just stay away from vents.
There's so many vents.
Listen,
it's a stadium, Jerry.
Just remember what happened to Locken last week.
Oh, God.
So yeah, it's
Is it
Richard.
against my...
Now, Anon also, like PowerSurge, has won a showcase. Looking to enter the 2-win club.
Yeah, possible entrant into the 2-win club. Definitely has the experience to thrive in a match like this.
Here we come with... Uh-oh, it's time for 4th.
Introducing next. Wonderball!
And member of High Voltage, it's Wonderball. He's got to be safe from the gauntlet, right?
At this point, I'd say absolutely.
I mean, he's been here for a while. Actually made his debut. A few people remember this. He made his debut on Flashbang and very quickly made a move over to Warzone. And has been a staple here ever since. Valued member of High Voltage. I can't see him. He's too much of a veteran at this point to be considered for Arcolf's gauntlet. Even though he did debut after the Allfather move.
Absolutely, there's a bit of crossed wires there, just missed each other. See how he does in this showcase match. Maybe that'll catch the attention of the Allfather.
It's true. Well, that may not be the best. Oh well. Let's see who's 5th. Well, ladies and gentlemen, while we wait to see who is going to be the 5th person in this match, let's go to a quick commercial break.
Feel the warm, milky, healing, Jesus-powered goodness that is Lactatanks. Step inside or be thrown in forcibly by registered Anon after you've gotten the shit beaten out of you by multiple people in one wrestling match. We swear nobody has ever died in a Lactatank. What is the Lacta made of in the Lactatank? We have no fucking clue, but we enjoy it anyways, and you will too. Lactatanks, come feel our warm, creamy, healing Jesus goodness.
Multiverse, Nexus Wrestling's Warzone, Flashbang, and Fiery Line are all proudly sponsored by Rapture Beauty. Our products, rather than using unnatural and harmful chemicals, revitalize your skin by boosting the natural elements already present and enhance your natural beauty so you too can love your best self.
It's morning in Multiverse, and the rest of day looms looking to break the weary like monster breaking human twig in a wrestling ring. But there is remedy. Squash roast coffee, made from finest naturally grown beans for best wake-up energy. That's because every bean have 10 beans within. That'll be 10 times more big energy than competing brand. More than enough big squash energy to power through day. Squash roast coffee. It's big cup of good stuff. Now available on decaf, or when there is need to come down from blood rage.
When you want the most detailed and violent-looking pictures of battlegrounds, look for Perfect Snap Photography. We do bar fights, wars, underground wrestling, and weddings.
My wedding dress, you fat harlot!
Remember, Perfect Snap Photography. It'll be bloody perfect in a snap.
You too can now wage war against the flabby wrestlers of MNW with your own exclusive Zacko action figure. It comes with trios tag belt accessories and nut-kicking action. Pull the cord to hear Zacko's famous quotes.
Get that microphone away from me before I shot up your...
The Zacko Duo action figure, sold separately.
Whether you're working at home or giving your opponent work, we here at Lowe's are there for you. We're here with our sturdy tables and ladders that cease to exist if broken in half. We're here with rings that can stand up to even the most grueling of hoss fights. And when a locker room door is inevitably smashed by an angry lion woman, or a fiery undead leaves burn marks all over your paint, Lowe's will be there with a little elbow grease, a substandard 2x4, and a 6-figure bill. Don't believe me? Listen to these satisfied customers.
You know, I like Lowe's because they have tables that I can put pizza on because everyone else keeps breaking the goddamn tables.
This is Raphael Sampson here to remind you that Lowe's brand lumber is subpar at best. You deserve better. And trust me, I would know. I worship a god.
Lowe's is great for tinkering with any hero gadgets.
Sometimes when executing wrestling justice, I've had to break down a few barriers and a few walls.
Oh, fucking damn it, Max, my wall!
Thank goodness I shop at Lowe's, so I can get the best deal on replacing and fixing all the walls I break.
Lowe's. Do it subpar for more.
Why?
And now, a message from the brass. This has been a message from the brass.
Have you or a beloved faction member suffered from a preventable workplace injury, jobber discrimination, threatening lawsuits from VIP, or harassment from Trashman Jones? You may be entitled to financial compensation and physical retribution. If so, please call Gorwheel & Associates Law Firm to schedule an appointment. We handle all cases, whether they be civil litigation, criminal litigation, or a backstage beatdown. We understand it's tough out here in the Nexus, and you need someone to both watch your back and break the other guys. So call 1-800-NEXUS Defense. And remember, you don't pay a fee unless we get blood and money for you.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. And let's head down to ringside and find out who our 5th entrance into the showcase match is.
And introducing 5th. Representing the Absolute Units, TJ the Mint Gable.
I'm glad to see TJ up and moving after that brutal hardcore match he had against Dagrick a couple weeks ago, Michael.
Yeah, jumping him into that hardcore division. Let's see how hardcore he can make this showcase match.
Stellar Star is the Mint. The units overall have been impressive of late. And yeah, just you look at this guy. Yeah, he didn't win, but he took Dagrick to the limit.
Absolutely took that man to the limit. That has to count for something, at least psychologically, with the other competitors here. I would be afraid to step into the ring with this man after the hell he's gone through. Let's find out who's coming in next.
Yeah, the 6th slot. This will be interesting.
Introducing next, the returning Lieutenant Phoenix.
Oh, here he is, ladies and gentlemen. Our resident fire marshal, man who makes sure we are up to code. And also will rescue you if you're in a dire situation, Lieutenant Phoenix.
You think he'd sign my yeah. How long has it been since he's been here?
It's been months. He's been off. He had to go through some recertification training. As he put it, I love wrestling, but I need to make sure I'm up to date on all my life-saving techniques.
Well, it seems he's back up to date, and he's back to stick it to these rookies.
Yeah, this is going to be... I'm glad to see Lieutenant back.
So am I, but...
Well, now, I think we can... Yeah, here we go. Hang on, let's let the announcer do his job first.
And introducing next, who Uzra.
So last week in in-ring confrontation between Hightower and Megablitz, they said that maybe they would send down their 2 members who were in the 2-win club. And that, for Chained Hell, that's Uzra. So I think that we know who number 8 is going to be. Because the other person they said was going to be in that challenge was Whitney Lee. So this is one of those few times the 8th slot's not a surprise.
We actually know it's going to be. It's going to continue that feud between the 2 bars here. It's going to be interesting. Can Uzra pick up the 3-peat, the trifecta of victories here?
That's a good point. And Uzra has been making a name for herself, and well, we know who this is going to be. So let's just let the announcer get this going so we can get the show on the road.
And introducing 8th and final position.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Representing Omega Club.
What?
Kelly!
The heck? Kelly? Yeah, Kelly. This is the boss of the showcases. She holds 3 wins. But it was... Well, the agreement last week was supposed to be that it was going to be Whitney Lee. But, okay, so I'm getting some notes. First, apparently Kelly tweeted it on social media. HR department, I'm still not done with you. The women's bathroom needs to be fixed once and for all, and it will not be ignored. I think she's in here to kick registered Anons. I got Pete texting me, yeah, Kelly, as the manager of Omega Club, overrided Megablitz's decision and inserted herself.
Well, if you're going to do something, you got to do it. Oh, the ref got a little too close to Kelly there. That was probably a mistake.
And Kelly, despite her comments to Anon, is going right after her rival, Uzra.
They locked eyes right from the beginning. Anon going after the 10. Halix throwing him to the outside.
Apparently there's something about returning paperwork that needs to be filled out.
Yeah, I think he's trying to get some reports from that man.
And Wonderball going straight after Pain. And PowerSurge going after the Mint. This is shaping up.
Oh, beautiful Rana there for PowerSurge. Everyone's paired up and teeing off against each other. It is go, go, go here on Warzone tonight.
It is. Now, this isn't the only Chained Hell Omega Club matchup we're having tonight. We made the match last week. You're going to see Hightower take on the Henshin hero Megablitz X. And Hightower told Mega, bring your hero form. He wants the full Megablitz. Oh, did you see that running bulldog by Wonderball?
That was absolutely vicious. Yeah, he wants that Henshin form. He really wants to face that man at full strength. So that's going to be an interesting match.
Oh, and Kelly going for a quick cover, but Uzra kicking out.
Yeah. On that subject, though, there have been some weird happenings going on in the locker room, with lockers being left open.
I was hearing
busted on the ground.
Yeah, Pete said he was going to have security look into that, and he'll get back to me.
Yeah, we're going to have to check that footage.
Oh, Blitzkrieg!
Oh my God!
Sergeant Payne did a Blitzkrieg on Wonderball outside the ring, but Wonderball kicked out before the ref could get there.
It's absolutely wild. These 8-man showcases are such hard work for the referees. There's so many things going on. If you want that pin, you're going to have to be in an advantageous position right next to the ref.
Oh, and Uzra. Now, you know what? I think Uzra almost is happier to be facing Kelly than Whitney Lee.
Straight to the source of your issues. That was only a 2 count there for Uzra.
Only a 2 count. The boss of the showcases. Kelly has more wins than... Oh, reverse DDT! Oh. Kelly's specialty.
Do you see Wonderball dropping Sergeant Major Payne on his head there on the outside? Good combination. Finishing that off with a punch to the gut. Sergeant Major Payne is not done taking it back to Wonderball.
Wow. Yeah. The Sarge looking again.
Oh my God! Pace off the steps.
That Wonderball's got to be hurting. Oh, and a stump puller on Kelly by Uzra.
That title of pain is no lie. The face of Wonderball has to be in pieces. Could have shattered an orbital or something like that.
Oh, and now Uzra's decided to shift her focus from Kelly to both Wonderball and Pain.
Saw that horrific display outside of the ring and decided, I want me some of that. Ooh. That's one thing about a competitor like Uzra. She sees something going on that piques her interest and she's going after it, but she's not paying attention. Kelly is right behind her.
One, two. Oh, kick out by Wonderball. Well, that was close.
On the outside, Halix taking it back to Anon, running his guts there into the steel steps, going for the pin. Is the ref going to make it to the outside on time? No, kick out.
That's one of the biggest challenges at this stage of a showcase match. So much going on. The ref, it's can he get there in time to count?
I think this is the longest I've seen while I'm on commentary, Jerry, that no one has been eliminated.
You never can tell. I mean, it's. Oh, somebody's.
Getting out the rig. I believe that's Anon. And tossed across the ground there.
Oh, and a 1 count on TJ.
Ooh, vicious clothesline of Wonderball. Kelly grabs a hold of her. Oh, Vertha planted. Beautiful DDT.
And 1, 2. Oh, a 2 count on Anon.
All of our competitors back in the ring once again.
Making it easy for the ref in some ways, but that does mean it's a crowded house. Ooh, Halix with a... thought we were going to get maybe a submission, but ref's got to be careful. He gets too close to the action. Those competitors are going to take him down.
Gable and PowerSurge going after each other, going from striking to catch as can. They are absolutely destroying each other. Going for the pin there. I can't see who it is.
That looks like, yep,
TJ Gable has been eliminated.
PowerSurge taking it to the mid-Gable.
Well, TJ, good job. Maybe still not fully recovered from that match against Daggerick.
Could still be feeling the machinations of Daggerick. Uzra feeling the machinations of Kelly. And
Sergeant Major Payne has been eliminated.
All right, and meanwhile, Wonderball pins Payne.
I'm throwing Halix back into the ring. Oh, Wonderball busted open for the left hand there. Southpaw from PowerSurge.
Wonderball's looking to see if he can get his second elimination.
Oh my God, vicious.
Yeah, and that is, that was the Wonderball by Wonderball on PowerSurge.
Wonderball by It's hard to not say Wonderwall. Oh, off the ring post.
And those are rough ring posts. I don't know if you noticed their hexagonal design.
Hexagonal design, those LED panels. I don't know if you know about those LED panels, but they have a texture to them. It's rough. It's like sandpaper.
They have a texture, and then there's multiple corners on that. It's really easy to bust yourself open.
Multiple corners, and they have little metal gussets on them. That's why you see so many people busting themselves open, getting their skin pinched in between those. It's horrible.
Oh, a double T. Oh! Lieutenant Phoenix and Uzra having a momentary truce. That's over.
Anon there, that Rana from PowerSurge, and Uzra and Anon are both down. Going for the pin on Uzra. Two,
three. Oh!
My
Lieutenant
God!
Phoenix
Uzra
eliminates
has
Uzra.
been eliminated.
Kelly's pissed though. Took a...
I think, Kelly wanted to be the one to eliminate Uzra. She busted the fireman open.
God. It's the fireman open. You're not going to want those pictures in your calendar. I mean, I would, but Anyway.
All right.
Matt there.
Okay, and that looks. I think Kelly is looking to take out the returning Lieutenant Phoenix. Oh, and Kelly is surprisingly strong. I mean, when you look at it, most of her moves are power moves. The PowerSurge, steals the pin.
Lieutenant Phoenix Halix has been eliminated.
Speaking of stealing the pin, Kelly! Oh! That was a clever move there, giving PowerSurge the pin and then waiting for that takedown.
And here, there it is. There is
swinging DDT.
EFU.
Beautifully put together move. Can Wonderball kick out of this? Anon back in the ring. Yes, he can.
Well, now we're down to 4. This is an interesting. By this time, everyone's tired, and enough people have been eliminated. It's easier for the ref to keep focus on the action.
If you're new here in the multiverse, this shows you just the range of our competitors. No matter who they are, no matter what they look like, no matter their physique, they can really take it to each other.
Well, and let's just for the record book, Wonderball, no showcase wins. PowerSurge and Anon, 1 each. Kelly, 3.
If she gets another, is that the most showcase wins? Who has the most here in Warzone?
Kelly. Kelly is the boss of the showcases for a reason. 3 wins. That's the most anyone on Warzone has. Now, this doesn't match Lasume's record of 5 on Flashbang, but we're not talking about Flashbang's record. More importantly, Omega Club as a collective have 6 wins to the Chained Hells 3 and Nakama Worldwide's 2.
Well, if Kelly picks up a win here today, they'd have a win for every day of the week, total of 7 wins.
But
how much of a burn do you think that would be to Burning Lounge?
A huge one, especially because this wasn't who they expected to have in the match. They expected it was going to be Whitney Lee.
You can hear the shouts from down the hallway of Uzra. They must be pissed. They're sent to the outside. PowerSurge is down. Ooh, it's just ripped to the neck there. Going after PowerSurge is down.
Yeah,
on
PowerSurge going after. Oh, there you go, Wonderball. Wonderball getting the big. Did he make it? Because he was going for the band this.
I don't think so. PowerSurge able to get out of it. Stiff left hand. That southpaw has been effective twice today. The strikes of PowerSurge always finding their mark, at least 99.9% of the time.
I mean, PowerSurge. I mean, this is one of
one of the most effective strikers in Warzone.
I mean, he's been making a name for himself of late. He's been telling me he's wanted opportunities, and while he hasn't been happy about being in a lot of showcase matches, he's definitely been performing excellent in them. He's showing me he's getting ready for that next level.
It's one of those things, Jerry, where something that makes you the most frustrated, that takes the most out of you, is often something you're best at.
Oh, kip up by Wonderball. He's going for. Oh, okay. And now change.
Oh my God, Kelly taking it to the larger Wonderball. Another suplex. These combination German suplexes stomped by Anon.
And Kelly is surprisingly strong. 2.
Absolutely.
Only a 2 count on Kelly.
Not that much of a surprise at this point, Jay. Kelly's showed off her strength plenty of times, though it is always a shock to see a lady of her stature pick up someone like Wonderball, toss him around like a rag doll.
Now it's interesting. You saw those that was the Wrath of Garyon she was using, a move she learned from Trice before he defected from Omega Club and joined Legion.
It's an absolutely terrifying combination of suplexes that come together in just a devastating move. And as you can see, Wonderball still feeling the effects of it right now.
Can you hear that? She's screaming, "Fix the bathroom," as she's beating on Anon.
Well, that's one way to get things done here. Does this count as... Hold on, I'll have to look through the paperwork, but I feel like this is an actual way to make a claim.
I mean, against
counts.
HR, yeah, in-ring action definitely counts by our bylaws.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the bathroom is going to be fixed.
Well, she still is. Anon's still in the match.
Well, the request has been filed.
Oh!
Low blow from Wonderball.
And undersigned by Wonderball.
He put his initials on that in a way only Wonderball could. I think to speed up paperwork like a stiff shot to the nuts. Speaking of stiff shots, a good right leg there. Across the gut of Wonderball.
Oh, PowerSurge was going for something. I think he was going maybe for the PowerSurge, but he got countered by Wonderball. Now he's in a... He's trying, and then Wonderball's trying to get him in a figure four. PowerSurge and Wonderball seem very evenly matched.
Absolutely, reversing each other. Hurricane Rana there. Beautiful takedown. Anon trying to get away from Kelly and get into a different matchup here.
Can you blame him?
Absolutely
and
not.
Kelly's coming back out. I think Kelly is saying we're not done.
Oh my God, Kelly is just determined. What a civil servant, ladies and gentlemen.
And now I'm pretty sure I'm hearing her yelling, "Stop ignoring me."
Jeez. Kelly absolutely not done with that on. Oh my God, into Thunderball. Like vertical suplexes, legs hitting off. Did you see that, Jerry?
I did. Oh no! Here, what is she setting up for? What are we getting? Oh, it is the EFU.
Oh my God, planting him.
That's it. That's gotta be it. It's gotta be it.
The ref. 1, 2.
That's it.
And 3, that's it.
Registered Anon has been eliminated.
The crowd is going absolutely
Wonderball's
crazy.
Been eliminated.
Wonderball has been eliminated.
Oh, it comes down to Kelly and PowerSurge. So PowerSurge is either going to pick up his second showcase win or Kelly's going to pick up her fourth.
The boss of the showcase. This is an absolutely grueling challenge for PowerSurge, especially with the fight he's just been going through with Wonderball.
And in some ways, I like to think of Kelly as the Grace Kelly, or sorry, not the Grace Kelly, the Ginger Rogers of wrestling. She does everything the boys can do, but backwards and in heels.
I have no clue what you're referencing, Jerry, but I bet she could.
I'm trying to say she's really skilled.
Well, that's all you had to say. You didn't have to reference some archaic thing. Look at that Hurricane Rana down to the pin. 1, 2. Oh.
That was an impressive attempt by
and just
PowerSurge.
like Jerry Aldini's dad jokes, Kelly is not done.
I think that was the he hit the circuit breaker like a boss on the boss. And now a Hurricane Rana takedown.
Another one.
Yeah, he's feeling it. Now he's saying, I can't make out because he's got that scarf on his mouth.
I think he's trying to get a close look at Kelly, see if she's playing possum or something.
And
she was.
Oh.
She must have saw a glint or something in her eyes. But he went for it anyway.
Oh, good counter by PowerSurge.
And after the leg there, that's where a lot of the power of Kelly comes from, is those legs, so that's a good place to target.
And now, yeah, again, it's clear he's saying something, but I can't make it out. Okay, come on.
You can't underestimate an opponent like Kelly. You can't just...
He's letting her get back up.
Oh my God!
I think she was going for the EFU again, and he countered it.
He's trying to come up with some sort of strategy, it seems.
Well, I mean, he knows... At this point, I think all the guys in the locker room respect Kelly. Oh!
Absolutely. Oh!
That was a hell of an assist DDT.
Assist DDT. He had a lapse there for a moment.
Oh! That was close. Kelly almost had number 4.
Ooh!
She's setting up
there. Mid-lower back, and she's setting up. Oh, God.
She's doing it again. For the 3rd time this match, the EFU.
Ooh, we've been seeing that EFU do work with those eliminations. 1, 2, 3.
She did it.
And your winner, Kelly.
Well, not only did Kelly win the match, she has locked down her title as the boss of the showcase. 4 wins. No one's even close now.
And the Burning Lounge have got to be seething at this point.
Great day for the Omega Club.
Absolutely.
But again, this shows, you know what? The ladies of Warzone are no joke.
Absolutely no joke. I believe some of them are better than a lot of our male competitors.
Now,
if you ask me.
and okay, apparently as soon as she got backstage, we got a social media tweet from Kelly. I'm not sure who she's talking to, but it's thanks. As promised, I'll get you a free drink. Wink.
I mean, if you're offering free drinks, I'll take one.
Well, that hell of a match. I mean, we weren't even in there, and I feel slightly out of breath.
Yeah, that was an exciting match. Another quality match just to start you off there.
Yeah, you gotta love it. So, speaking of loving things, in that match, we saw members we saw Wonderball of High Voltage. There's been issues between High Voltage and the 3 Kings for weeks, and now we're going down to ring because somebody involved in this issue has something he wants to say. So let's go to ringside, Michael.
Big mouths on these competitors. Let's hear.
It's Gingerboi.
Come on down here, Aiden. I'm not playing games with you. I'd like to speak with you, man. To fucking man. So get your ass down here. I'm going to sit here and chat shit. We can talk about your career, all the losses you've picked up on the playground. We can sit here and talk about it. So, come on. You're us down here. Because the Kings and High Voltage, I feel like they have less to do with this than you and I'd like to admit. But we can talk about that together. Now, can we? So, if you're done twiddling your thumbs back there, done playing on the slide, done swinging on the swings, change your diaper and get out of here. Right? That's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for you to man up and come talk to me. Because if you don't, this is gonna get real personal real quick. I know, listen, we both want to beat the living piss and shite out of each other. But before we do that, I'd like to have a few words with you. Alright? Man to man, come on, we have history, we're friends. Just come on down. Alright?
Well, I guess he's getting what he wants. That's the theme music of the cyberpunk prodigy, Aiden Xero.
Yeah, coming at you straight from the future.
I'm hoping he got those Wikipedia articles I sent him on sharks.
I doubt he wrestled.
I mean, I don't know, maybe. All right, here we go. yo, Gingerboi, Gingy, Boobala. You know, you talk a lot of shit for somebody with a tattoo of an Ewok on his chest. So you wanted me to come out here. You wanted me to you know what, Mr. Chair thrower? Sure. Let's get this on. You want to say something to me? I'm here. I can't get over that thing on your chest.
Well, you done? You done bitching about chairs? You done being a little crybaby, right? I see you got your diaper on. I hear it crinkling under there. You piece of shit. Now, listen. The Kings, our voltage, have little to do with this. That's my perspective, really. They have little to nothing to do with this. What this is a beef between us.
You know, as much as it hurts to say, you actually said something correct for once, Gingerboi. I agree. This is about you. This is about me. And we don't need to bring any of the boys into this. So, yeah. Because you know what? I like the Bells. I like them. They're good guys. And, you know, my guys, Wonderball, Leonid, they don't need this shit. So, yeah, you, me.
Yeah, for we're in little pissheads, your guys aren't that bad. But what we need to do is, again, beat the living piss out of each other. But violent concourse on its own, I don't think that's enough. I think we should wait till there's a little bit more on the line, per se. Because if I'm doing something with you, I want to go big.
Hey, you know what? I agree. And you know what? Hey, a little birdie told me something. Little birdie told me that something that fits that description is coming up for you and me. So yeah, let's call it what's the word? Let's call it truce until our booked matches coming up. We can just let it slide. We chillax.
Yeah, right. I don't mind smiling and waving at you punk ass from the other end of the locker room for a few weeks until things start picking up. Oh, trust me, when things pick up, you're gonna be the one on the bad end. You're gonna be the one with the shit end of the stick, man. So, hope you have fun resting and relaxing with the boys.
You know, Gingy, you know what? When I beat you, and I will beat you, I'm going to be really nice. I'll buy you a baker's dozen, because I know you like that. So, yeah, we'll do that. I'll get you a cup of coffee, and, you know, maybe find you a decent hairstylist, and something to clean up that. Really, why an Ewok, Gingy? That's all I want to know. Why an Ewok?
It's not. You're gonna come out here. You're gonna piss on my time. Fine. You know. No, I'll take that baker's dozen. You know. I need a carbo load. You need a bit less, but we can talk about that another time. But, anyways, yeah. No, I'd be down. Let's keep up this little friendly charade until it's time to kill each other.
Sure. No, that's great. That's great. We'll meet in the ring. I'll put a 0 hour on you. And then you'll look at the lights, notice how pretty they are, and then I'll go on to glory, and you'll go on to wherever it is you go. The pub, right? Yeah, it's the pub.
Except you're a bastard.
Yeah. I'll see you in soon. Yeah, let's just say soon. I mean, going after a man's tattoo, that's kind of low.
Yeah, that is kind of low, but it seems they're privy to some information we're not.
Yeah, they know something. Well, I mean, Aiden is from the future.
Ah, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, he may just know something from the history books.
I need to ask him about Season 3 of The Mandalorian. But anyway.
I don't want spoilers. You just want to ask if Grogu's going to be back. I know you.
Listen, you gotta love that Grogu.
Well, in the meantime, so with everything that's been going on and so many, well, let's just call them what they are, so many shenanigans, well, we had to hire an expert. But one expert, maybe not enough. So, ladies and gentlemen, we now have, apparently, it was, there's, well, I don't know if it's a paid advertisement. You know what, let's just go, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not even going to try and describe it. Let's just go to this from Seth Jackson.
No.
In order to show you all how much I care about Warzone, I will make the next request in the form of a song. Thank you. Jeff is hiring. We need some help. And by we, I mean me. What? Choose your wrestlers, choose Jeff. What? Wait a minute, how do you put a cassette on YouTube? Shit!
Yes, the Jackson investigation firm is hiring. I know he put out an offer to Istanbul.
Yeah, that was put out on the table, but
yeah, but
can't help but feel that Wiley is going to be not happy about that.
Maybe, I don't know. He's on another show, so. But speaking of which, I think we should go down to the ring.
Does that idiot have a match?
I mean, he is on the roster.
Oh, God. Take your bathroom breaks, everybody.
Yeah, wait till you see who his opponent is.
The following match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first. He is the Terror Angel, Fearstykes.
Well, Jackson's dead.
Nah, that's not. Now, Fearstykes hasn't murdered anyone, to our knowledge.
Recently.
He is the Angel of Fear, not death. Actually, I think it's
people have heart attacks, Jerry.
Yeah, he's called the Terror Angel for a reason. Yeah, apparently this match happened because Jackson came into my office and said something about investigating all the spooky folk, and something about Fearstykes scaring him more than anyone, so he had to investigate him. Speaking of scaring, I hate this part.
Oh, God. I can feel it even from our undisclosed location.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of the big reasons why we moved our announce table away from ringside.
I don't even know where we are. They put they put the burlap sacks on our head, and then we wake up in this room.
There it is. Well, but now it's time.
And introducing their competitor, Seth Jackson.
Our resident paranormal investigator. He's been putting in some work lately. He helped us with a magical freezing last week. And he is looking to recruit.
Don't tell me he's actually good at his job, is he?
As a paranormal, interestingly, I got references from Mike Davis, and he said that Seth does get the job done in the end.
Though prior to it involves a lot of pizza and screaming.
There were some other words like, sack of rocks, things like that, but we won't get into that right now. I would never disparage a man that I've hired like this.
Well, he's not going to need any disparaging. He's in there with Angel Fearstykes. What the?
And starting off with a suplex. Let's go, Seth Jackson.
I don't even know how to call this match, Jerry.
Just call it down the middle. Call the moves. Call what you see in the action. That's all you need.
Breaking around another go behind. Oh, geez. They're. Why did they catch wrestling? Why did they catch wrestling, Jerry? What is happening?
Hey, you know, sometimes one of the best things you can do in a match is just some good old-fashioned chain wrestling. Hey, you know, depending on how things go next week, I might get a chance to show you in ring.
Please, can you stop bringing that up? You're making both me and Wilson uncomfortable, all right? It's harassment, Jerry. It's harassment. Speaking of harassment, clothesline from Seth Jackson.
And yes, and Seth putting in a good showing right now against the Terror Angel.
Laid in those right hands, now going for targeting the arm there. What is he doing? Going for a throw here. Ooh. But over that side slam.
What's it? Oh, and now he's being flipped.
I have no clue how that man is doing such a good job at keeping the pace in this match.
I mean, you know what? He was hired originally by APS for a reason. Oh, but, you know, Fearstykes, former Nexus Titan champion.
Absolutely, former championship gold. Good dodge there.
I mean, Jackson knows what he's doing.
Went for that leaping strike, and it was a miss.
At least in this area.
There. Oh, backbreaker. Bent across the knee. And the knee to the gut. Axe kick to the back of the head.
Now Fearstykes bringing it back into the ring.
Though Seth Jackson resistant to head trauma, it seems.
And now some chiropractic care from the Terror Angel.
Oh! And catching the leg there. Right, and then to the outside with the vicious lariat.
And Seth landing on his feet.
I'm calling it a lariat.
Seth Jackson to have cat-like reflexes.
You would not. I did not. The only reason I'm calling it a lariat is because it's Seth Jackson and he doesn't deserve the proper term
Seth,
of clothesline. What? Seth?
Seth, why?
Oh God, the ref didn't see, I don't believe. Oh my God! Into that corner turnbuckle! For another suplex. Oh!
I think somebody's going to have to sit down with Seth and explain to him what isn't allowed in a wrestling match.
I don't know. He came over from that savage, place. Flashbang.
It would not surprise me if Seth felt he needed the turnbuckle or something.
He probably just wanted to. He might not have gotten anything with the logo on it. I think that's what he wanted. I think he wanted the logo. Oh, he's got that ankle lock locked in. This is what.
Oh, Fearstykes though, wily veteran.
He already tapped out someone here in Warzone with that ankle lock. Fearstykes need to get it together.
All right. What's Seth planning here? Seth? What are you doing? Okay. Oh boy. I was afraid he was going to go up the top rope for a second.
I thought he was going to fly, and that would have been a lot of mass in the air.
All right, Fearstykes putting Seth in the corner. Okay, I think Seth's about to learn something here.
Oh boy.
Oh, no. Oh. No. Middle ropes. Oh, power. I thought it was going to be a suplex. That was a power bomb.
That was a delayed vertical power bomb with the suplex setup.
I think that was.
What would you call that?
Yeah, that was what you would call that. Fall into fear.
That
was the Terror Angels finishing.
But it was not enough headbutt from the arm drag. Seth hyping himself up. So far, he's been going on a tear. I don't think he's done just yet.
Oh, yeah.
Lariat, oh my God.
I think this is
Spear.
Oh, what? 1, 2, 3.
Oh my God.
There you go. This is what you get.
And your winner, Seth Jackson.
And let that be a lesson to everyone in the locker room. Do not underestimate Seth Jackson. Oh, hey.
Really good job. Put her there. Put her there.
All right, I guess the Terror Angel Fearstykes decided he could respect Seth's work in the ring and that Seth was just doing his job.
Do you think Seth is cognizant enough to feel fear?
I mean, Seth is often aware of his surroundings, I guess.
Huh.
Sure. Let's go with yes. Hey, again, this shows Seth when it, we joke about Seth, but in the areas where he's an expert, he's actually very good. Just if you ever go to a supermarket with him, make sure you keep your eyes on him.
Oh, yeah, no, I heard there was an incident with Donkey Kang from Flashbang and a Walmart being absolutely destroyed. It got the poor man fired.
Yeah. That's okay. He now works for Dr. Caliban. It's all fine.
All right.
Although I'm going to have to sit down and have a talk with Joe Mojo.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Joe is suggesting Jackson, Istanbul, and Fearstykes.
That's
JIF.
Even the announcer's getting in on it. Oh my God. I just realized this is why the announcer was telling us. Because Jackson, Istanbul, Fearstykes, JIF.
Oh my, wait a minute. Oh no.
No, I don't like that works.
I don't.
I don't like that works. You know what? You know what? No. We have stuff we have to get to, plus we have to get down into the ring because we got a young man who has earned an opportunity, his first title shot in years. And so let's go hear from the Gouda Boy. It's the best we have. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear from the #1 contender for the Nexus Titan Championship, Sir McCheese.
Hey, how's it going, Warzone? It's me. You're Gouda Boy. You're Breest Defender. did you get that one? Okay, it wasn't that good, but okay, listen. So this whole situation's weird. I was hanging out, You've all hung out before, right? I've hung out. We've all hung out. Anyway, so it was in a locker room, and I opened my locker. I put my key in, turned the keys in the locker. There was a letter in there from Lady Boots. Yeah, so it was. Well, it was weird. I don't talk to Lady Boots that often, so I'm not used to how they work. That's fine, but it was kind of filled with innuendo and a lot of suggestive sword metaphors. I gotta do my best to stay, the Gouda Boy, and being a knight and all that. So after, reading the letter, I was scared. I was very scared, but then I analyzed it a little bit more. And I realized that she wanted a match. Yeah, a match that, I absolutely fear the implications of, but, it would be for that Nexus Titan belt. And as much as I do fear those implications, I'm a knight, she's a princess, and we're gonna keep things, as the kids say, well, we're gonna keep things 100. We're gonna keep them family friendly. I will treat this match with the utmost respect and dignity that Lady Boots deserved, while also protecting my own personal moral decisions. Thank you.
Okay, I mean, he is the purest being we have on Warzone.
Poor lad.
Did he have to ask anyone what some of those innuendos meant? Also, did he not realize he actually won the opportunity to face Lady Boots at Thanksgiving?
I think he forgot.
Or did he just think that was a match and that he... I don't know. Anyway, next week, Sir McCheese faces Lady Boots for the Nexus Titan Championship at the MNW Super Show Thanksgiving.
Pray for that young lad.
Yeah, pray for him. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a lot more action today here on MNW Warzone, and we'll get right to it after this commercial break.
Are you having trouble up there? Can't seem to keep it up in form? Does no amount of gel or jelly seem to even keep it stiff? Well, have no fear, because Absolute Hair Care is here. Absolute Hair Care is a service dedicated to ensure that you have a quality and style that makes you look not only great, but also looks good even when you get pile-driven in the ring. With a vast assortment of gels, putty sprays, shoes, shampoos, and conditioners, we'll guarantee you'll have the freshest dew in the multiverse. We cater to Yakiniku Party, Blue Dandy, Go Wheel, Raphael Sampson, the founder himself, Absolute Washington, and even people like Trash Man.
Name redacted.
We even have live testimonies from the judge of MNW himself, Raphael Sampson.
Lo, as the Lord is my witness, I'm amazed at how soft and how strong my mane has become. Similar to the days of old, when my namesake, Samson, proved his strength with his locks to all those around him. So I too prove the power of my hair by keeping it from damage done by inadequate salon products and being brought headfirst into the floor.
Thank you, Your Honor. To get your appointment, call 1-800-ABSOLUTE today. We eagerly await your call. And remember, can't return to your roots? Get Absolute.
Sup, dudes? Do you want to look as gnarly as one of your favorite wrestlers on show who's holding one of the world titles from MNW? Well, you totally can, without even leaving your couch at Totally Tyler's Titles. For only $39.99, you too can own a complete replica of one of MNW's famous titles, like the MNW World Heavyweight Championship, the Tag Team, the Nexus Titan, the Interdimensional Championship, dude. So you could show up to your parents and show how gnarly you are, or you could secretly try and claim that you're formerly the title champion holder by holding a knockoff title. So come on down to Totally Tyler's Titles, where you can be a title holder today.
No official MNW wrestlers are allowed to hold the titles if they're a replica, unless you want to talk to Jim in the back.
Hello, I am Burnout Vaughn. I am here to spread awareness of drinking responsibly and promoting MNW's Help Them Kids program, created by HR. As someone who partakes in a bit of the bubbly myself and a history of over-drinking on numerous occasions, I believe I'm the perfect role model to not follow when it comes to drinking. Seriously, who's dumb enough to look up to my drunk ass? When drinking, know your limits. It's fun to drink sometimes. It's not fun to drink to the point where you lose your memory of the night before and somehow end up on the rooftop of one of your fellow employees' townhouses. Wait, why does that sound familiar? When drinking, take note of the alcohol content of the beverage you are partaking in. 6 beers is not the same as 6 jars of Krokvar's homemade bathtub moonshine. Well, of course it's not. That's the point. Finally, I would like to address alcoholism. If you or a loved one suffers from alcoholism and you are drinking, stop it. Get some help. We at MNW want to see all of our fans living healthy lives and living said lives to the fullest. And if you're gonna drink, at least do it at our damn pub where we can cut you off. Jeez! Support small businesses, you fuck. Drinking should be a fun exercise, and by drinking responsibly, you can achieve that. This has been Burnout Vaughn, and thank you for your time.
Okay, holy shit. Is he gone? He's out the building. Okay, he did a fucking burnout in the parking lot. Holy shit, that guy's insane. This has been a paid announcement from the HR department of MNW. May God rest your soul.
I'm sure bored with all these tablets and iPhones occupying my attention all the time. Isn't there something to catch my dwindling attention span in these modern times?
Max damage!
Holy gee willikers, it's Maximilian Thunderthighs!
That's right, children. Maximilian Thunderthighs showing you my newest creation, the Maximilian Action Doll.
Wait, don't you mean action figure?
With the Maximilian Action Doll, you can create your favorite scenes from the adventures of Maximilian Thunderthighs, like Max versus Gore Wheel, or Maximilian in the Grand Battle, or Maximilian versus Wilson, Son of Will.
Is that a fucking recorder, Max?
So stop on by the MNW shop today to collect your very own Maximilian Action Doll.
Warning, this product is not yet tested and may come alive and start doing musicals in the middle of the night, causing symptoms like excessive singing and sausage fingers.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. And after that amazing showing by Mr. Jackson, it's time for... Are you? I gotta have to ask you. Are you feeling good, Michael?
I'm feeling pretty good.
You're feeling secure.
I always feel secure because
all right,
I am
because
a good person.
We're about to go to the ring for a hardcore match.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me get the bucket.
The following match is an Extreme Rules match. Introducing first, McMorgan.
It's McMorgan looking to climb the ranks again. He has been very vocal about wanting another shot at daggering, particularly after that last title defense against TJ the Mint Gable.
Absolutely, an absolutely affluent performer here.
As he put it,
especially for a hardcore match.
Yeah, he saw how hard Dagrick went against TJ, and he says, and I'm quoting, "Bring that."
Well, first Dagrick has to deal with Hyrule.
That's true. After their very polite meeting. In fact, MNW Firing Line made that their Warzone moment of the week, the encounter between Dagrick and Highrolled in the ring.
How's it going, Firing Line, Joe and the other guy?
Woo, you know it.
And introducing their competitor, Rapture, Newroad.
And it's our tiefling, the man who makes sure that we get a really good skincare products. Also, a man who never backs down from a challenge, Rapture Newroad. McMorgan was looking for an opponent, and, well, he found Rapture.
Definitely an interesting opponent for this type of match. I took your advice, Jerry. I've been trying a couple of our wrestlers' products, and I have to say, I'm actually using Rapture Newroad's chapstick. It's not that bad. It's chapstick. It's fine. And I may have had a cup of squash roast this morning.
I'm telling you, it's the best.
I didn't vomit. That's all I'll say. And we're off on this hardcore...
What the hell?
Oh my god!
taking out the ref! That was absolute insanity! I think that was a statement on the type of match that this is. My God, Jerry.
I've seen a lot, and I've seen a lot of strange things from Rapture Newroad over the years.
But running the ref as the opening gambit in a match.
If nothing else, you gotta have McMorgan sitting there going, "The hell."
McMorgan, I'm still thinking about it. Into the outside, Rapture Newroad grabs a chair, McMorgan puts a stop to it. He could not put a stop to the ref getting his ass handed to him by a Hurricane Rana.
See, this is why it's good to have a ref who is functionally immortal.
That would have killed a lesser man. McMorgan with the left hand, southpaw to Rapture Newroad, throwing him back into the ring.
And, all right, back suplex. Now what? And Rapture's like, I'm just going to go over here.
Yeah, and unfortunately for this particular match, it seems some sort of multiversal rift has opened, and we cannot find any thumbtacks. Some being took all of our thumbtacks.
Well, and you know, speaking of which, we're still getting... So apparently, according to Pete, parties unknown did break into several lockers.
Ring gear was stolen.
Yeah.
Valuables were... Oh, boy.
Yeah, and then there's... trying to figure out who would have been low enough to do that. And it was several... It just seemed indiscriminate, too.
Apparently...
Apparently, a lot of the participants in the showcase match lost some of their stuff. Sergeant Major Payne lost a wristwatch, and PowerSurge lost an autographed picture of Trashman Jones.
Oh, we have a pin here. Pinning predicament. 1, 2.
Holy crap!
What?
And your winner, Rapture Newroad.
And
McMorgan
is
some
pissed.
backstage shenanigans. McMorgan is so pissed. Oh my God, the poor ref! That had to have been some sort of... Was the ref...
Something happened. I don't know what happened. That just seems insane.
Looks like Seth Jackson has some work to do. What the hell just happened?
I am flabbergasted, Michael. So as we were saying, we had
dealing with some backstage issues, and
I don't know. I was going to say some wrestlers lost their ring kits, including somebody stole Hightower's ring gear.
Huh.
So, and he's got a match tonight. So he had to rush around and
that is low.
Yeah.
He has to put back on his.
Fortunately, I mean, somebody had one of his old outfits lying around. So yeah, he's coming in that.
I'm not the nicest guy, Jerry, but even coming from me, that is low. That is low down.
It is. So I'm not sure. I mean, we're still trying to figure out who our culprits are.
Well, according to Seth Jackson, it's okay. Don't worry. They didn't take my pizza ball.
Okay. Thanks, Seth.
Huh. Anyway, what do we have next, Jerry?
Yeah, well, ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, we have a lot of action happening next week at the Super Show. And one of those matches that was made last week is the members of Legion, specifically Louis McDonald and Earl King West, are going to be facing off against the team of Kane and XR Kun in a tag match. And so Louis McDonald is wanting to say something about that. So let's go to ringside and hear what he has to say. there's Louie.
Another pissed off asshole with the microphone. Let's see what he has to say.
How's it going, everyone? Yeah. I know a lot of guys in the back are pissed. Yeah, they lost some stuff. Yeah, that's a damn shame. That's a damn shame. Obviously, I'm not responsible, and I'm not saying if I know who is. I'm not saying if any friends of mine did anything. No. But that's for another day. Let's deal with next week. Right. So, I've beat Kane. I've dealt with X-Arcoon, and now they're coming after me again as a team. But you don't understand. I have the best possible at my back. That's right, folks. I am now teaming with Earl King West. So tell you what. Whatever you want, Kane. Let's make this the end of the road for us. You're out of Legion. You decided to study whatever woo-woo, voodoo, juju that X-Arcoon is peddling. Yeah. You have fun with that. So after next week, I'm done with you. You hear me? 100% done. Because Legion has important things to get to. I'm talking to the brass. I'm seeing if I can get into the C101. Because who else deserves it? But me and Earl King West, yeah. So we're going to work for that. And then, of course, there's the titles. There's one title I haven't held yet. I want it, but I'm going to work my way up. I might want to check that Nexus Titan. But really, Zacho, I'm looking at you. So let's get this done, Kane, because I want to be through with it. Yeah, piece of shit. Okay, wait a minute. Did he say he knows who broke into the lockers?
He heavily hints. I think he has some sort of idea, or he might have even...
He said some friends of his. Now, is he talking about Legion, or is he talking about someone else?
I don't know who would make friends with Louis McDonald.
I was just going to say, who the hell would Louis be friends with? The only time I could see Louis having friends is if he paid them to be... Oh, God, I just figured it out.
Wait, you pay... Oh, no, yep.
Oh, for fucking hell. Really? Excuse my French. Well, we have a big match coming up. Lots been going on lately in the tag division. Some of it involves the Outlaws.
Yeah, I was gonna say rhymes with pause, begins with the opposite of in. But yep, you took it there.
But we also have our tag champions have been having some fun lately. Coming out with other teams, acting like they're their managers, even though they're not actually supposed to be there. We, of course, saw what happened with the Murder Cave Blood Money match. And then last week, hanging around as the Outlaws took on the Bell Brothers.
The kids on the internet call it trolling, Jerry.
And so to that, let's hear from one of those trolls right now. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Scorpion, Jack Abbott.
So... the latest pricks that take umbrage with Shoot Nation are apparently the Outlaws. And I have to admit, they do, to a degree, remind me of people that I used to know. You see, back when I was a lad, I used to get into a lot of fights. Ran with a bad crowd and all, and I was headed down a pretty dark path, you see. But as luck would have it, I picked a fight with, in many ways the wrong guy, though... guess you could say he was the right guy. Huh. I got my arse kicked royally. But then this bloke, who didn't know me from Adam, offered me his hand and suggested I come down to his gym sometime and learn how to fight proper. So that's how I managed to fall ass backwards into MMA. I learned discipline and how to, mostly, channel my temper in healthier ways. But to bring this back to the Outlaws, I see them and I'm suddenly reminded of the lads I used to run with. and I can feel the rage and the bile rising in me. I'm reminded of the person I very well could have ended up being. There is no question that the two of you are dangerous. I know that from personal experience. But here's the thing, lads. Oh, and this goes for you bastards in Blood Money, too. You might be dangerous. You might beat me and Devin, but we don't fear you. So we will fight the way Devin and I always do. Maybe we win, maybe we don't. The chaos of this sort of fight makes predictions nigh impossible. But what will happen is this. You will all see just how much fight there is in Shoot Nation, and I will keep moving forward from the boy I used to be towards the man I plan on being tomorrow. So Blood Money, Outlaws, I recommend you pricks take us seriously in that ring, or you can underestimate us the way everybody else who has faced us of late has. See what that gets you. Either way, lads, be seeing you.
And so that is what we're going to see tonight. We are going to have triple threat tag team action, a 3-team tornado tag team match, the Outlaws versus Blood Money versus Shoot Nation. But before we get there, there's one other person we have to hear from. Ladies and gentlemen, Sir Uncle Dunk.
I think I took one too many concussions last night. I don't remember what happened on the show. Where's the remote? Oh God, did I sign up for a cult? The Funk is going to try to turn me into some kind of 80s thing Kool-Aid drinking nut. What am I going to do now?
Perhaps I could be of help with that.
What? Wait.
Don't bother asking how I got in here. I'm rich.
What do you want?
To offer a proposition. I've been watching you for a long time now, and watching you struggle to earn your first win in MNW. You have talent. Anyone on the roster would be blind if they didn't acknowledge that. But you're lacking one major thing.
And that's?
Discipline. Your arrogant, delinquent ways have cost you more matches than you think. You have the skill, but not the patience and tacticum needed to use it.
And what are you offering?
A bit of tutoring from one of the oldest veterans on the roster. The Funk has done nothing of note since beating that joke of a Bosco, and Butler and I have continued to soar the ranks. Join us, and follow my every command, and I will give you the skill needed to see you truly shine in the ring. And if that isn't enough...
Haha, you drive a hard bargain, old man. I'm in.
Welcome to Blood Money.
Did Uncle Dunk just...
I think he just scalped Kirishima from Funk.
I mean, I wasn't sure what Funk was up to in the first place, but... You know, it looked like he'd agreed, and now Uncle just sniped his recruit. My first thought is, how's the Funk going to feel about this?
That's exactly what I was thinking, Jerry. How is he going to respond to something like that?
So yeah, I guess we'll have to see. But now, before that though, the Funk is going to be facing against Raphael Sampson next week at Thanksgiving for the Big Oof Championship. But yeah, I guess the big news, Nakano Kirishima is now the newest member, I suppose, of Blood Money. You know what? I think the smartest thing we could do right now, Michael, is head to ringside.
Absolutely. Let's head to ringside and forget any of this ever happened.
The following match is a 6-man triple threat tornado tag match. Introducing first, the Outlaws.
There they are, folks. The despicable a-holes who have ransacked your locker room.
I'm sure that's what Louis was alluding to. It makes sense. And especially because they've been on a tear. They've promised to make everyone's lives miserable.
This is probably against some sort of guideline, but I encourage violence upon them.
Of course, their issue is they lost a punishment match at Apocalypse, the result of which is they do not get to go after any title of any form until after next Multivania. That's months from now. That's July before they have a shot at doing any kind of title run. And so they've decided to answer that by making everyone suffer as much as possible.
But if they're having to sit out from any sort of title match, looks like they're just taking it out on the locker room. Not even in the ring, mind you. Just in general being despicable persons.
And introducing next. Blood Money.
And here they come. Sir Uncle Dunk and Mr. Butler. Blood Money. Now we know that if it comes to trios action, they've got a third man.
I can feel those numbers climbing, Jerry. Our GDP just tripled, and it's because of this man here entering the building tonight. Ugly Dunk, and to a lesser extent, Butler.
You know what? Yeah. I'm still seething over the locker room situation. Here's the thing, though. They just piss off Hightower.
And introducing last. Shoot Nation!
Ladies and gentlemen, here are your unified tag team champions, Devin and the Scorpion Jack Abbott. Shoot Nation, right now the only two absolutely confirmed participants in this year's C101. I'll have more to say about the C101 later in the show.
Big things coming, Jerry. Big things coming.
Big things
Jack
coming.
Abbott, we heard from him earlier tonight. Let's see if what he said was just talk or if this, in fact, is going to go their way.
All right, well, they're off and running. And Uncle immediately going after the Scorpion. The last time those two had any kind of meeting in the ring, Abbott was acting through a chair in the ring while pretending to be a manager for the Murder Cave, which resulted in Chaz Lee using that chair on Uncle. Now, of course, Jack alerted the ref and got Chaz Lee disqualified. So technically, Blood Money won that match. But they took exception.
They absolutely would have taken exception. Put them in danger by throwing that chair in there, introducing a weapon into the mix. It's not a great idea. Jack Abbott cranking back on Ugly Dunk.
Now, Devin and Theron Eldrazi are going at it. Devin was pretending to be a manager for the Outlaws last week when they won their match against the Bell Brothers. So
just generally taunting them the entire
just being goofing on everyone.
Knowing, about that temper on CJR, that has to be something that was seething that is being released now.
Yeah, and you see it as they are going after. Well, there's one count on Devin. Yeah, the Outlaws teaming up on Devin. Uncle Dunk remembering that this is still a match he'd like to win and not give the victory over to the Outlaws.
There you go, Mr. Butler trying to get a piece of Jack Abbott because the one the chair was used against was Mr. Butler. Right of him to want a piece.
Yeah, Butler called out Jack for that very reason. Jack's pointed out maybe he should take issue with the man that hit him.
But let's talk about that third team in there. Let's talk about the Outlaws and what they did and what they just did to Hightower. Hightower has gone through quite a journey. Throughout his entire life, throughout his entire career. And getting his conviction overturned meant the world to that man. shedding that jumpsuit meant a lot to him, and now he's back in said jumpsuit. You have to imagine that's not going to go well for the Henshin hero.
Well, and especially after his confrontation with Megablitz last week, where Megablitz even apologized for getting a little too heated in that. But yeah, the point that Hightower is very proud of the fact that he was able to get his conviction overturned and his record purged. He is now officially no longer a convict. So happy to come back out in that game. I'm sure that is going to make him not happy.
If you take a look on our security feed, he's currently backstage seething, pacing back and forth.
Meanwhile, in the ring, the Scorpion working over CJR Killer. And I'm sure a lot of people in the back are like, go get him.
Absolutely.
Oh, double teamed on the Butler.
Any excuse to put some violence on the Outlaws.
And again, Theron focusing on Devin. Oh,
meanwhile,
over the top rope
Abbott
he goes.
Trying to style on him. Realizes that his buddy's in trouble. He's going to try and go after the pin here. That's not enough. Butler kicks out at 2.
Butler may be feeling, because Butler, of course, is himself an ex-convict. So maybe feeling a little bit of, I don't know, kinship?
Empathy?
Yeah, being able to put himself a bit in the shoes of Hightower.
Now look at all these heavyweights in the ring we have now, Jerry.
I mean,
4 massive men.
True veteran of the multiverse is Sir Uncle Dunk.
Blood Money both in the ring, taking on the split-apart teams of the Outlaws and Shoot Nation.
I mean, Unkley has vowed to become the #1 contender for Shoot Nation's belts. A victory here would be good.
Are they making...
Oh, that was so close.
A statement nearly made by Mr. Butler.
And briefly causing a team up between Theron and Devin, and now Theron going right back onto the MMA fighter.
Jerry, do you think Shoot Nation are taking these competitors seriously now? I think imagine with as many close calls as Mr. Butler has gotten in this match.
I think you can't help but take them seriously once you're in a situation like this.
When you're in the ring with another competitor that really kicks in, you have to realize, oh, this isn't fun and games anymore. We're not pretending to be your managers. We're not putzing around in our corner. You're taking moves like that. Immediately followed up by Uncle Dunk picking the leg there, working over Jack Abbott. Look at him. On the ground, the ring causing most damage. Oh, double foot stomp.
And now he's got the pin on Abbott. 2.
Oh,
very close. 2 count.
So many close calls already.
I think Theron, besides being mad about what happened last week, think about it this way. For the Outlaws, if they get the victory, they're able to say, see, we're good enough to be the tag champions.
Yeah, and we're good enough to defend ourselves and to hold up our end after we do some despicable crap in the locker room. They're going to have a lot of heat when they get backstage. But possibly winning this match could alleviate that, supposedly.
Possibly. I mean, we will see. Meanwhile, outside the ring, the Sir Uncle Dunk working over CJR Killer. And Jack Abbott working on Mr. Butler. Oh, we're going to get... Yep. Oh, reverse DDT.
Now, I understand the fans booing the Outlaws, but what I don't understand is the fans booing Blood Money. They are in here with just as much right to take revenge as Shoot Nation. They've already declared they're running against Shoot Nation here, and I don't appreciate the fans' disrespect.
I think the fans
taking it to them.
I think the fans remember that they tried to bankrupt the Children's Hospital.
I don't know what you're talking about, Jerry.
Well, you should maybe watch some of our old archives on the MNW YouTube channel.
I've watched our archives, and I've edited some of the archives and taken out some of your alternative facts that you and our previous commentator and showrunner have thrown in there. You know, alternative facts.
That sounds like you're talking about a wiki, not a YouTube channel.
I have passwords to things.
Meanwhile, it looks like CJR Killer was getting ready to return the favor to Unkley Dunk, but Unkley too fast for him.
Too fast for him. Competitor's getting back to the ring. CJR comes to the outside, grabs a hold of Jack Abbott, trying to keep Shoot Nation separated. As they are the current champions, they are proven themselves to be dangerous when paired together as a team, so keeping them separate is very advantageous for the Outlaws.
Well, looks like Unkley Dunk is setting up. Oh, yep, there it goes. Sir Unkley Dunk with the money clip on Theron Eldrazi.
Engaged.
Oh, thankfully CJR Killer was able to get there before his partner tapped. And he got a reverse neck breaker for his trouble.
Though they are absolutely massive jerks, you have to give it to the Outlaws. They have the ring awareness. They have that tag expertise that, you know, is enviable to some tag teams.
And we're getting a tweet out on social media from Maximilian and Thunder Thighs. Such is the way it goes with Blood Money. We don't really mix like vinegar and honey.
Never a truer word has been spoken, Max. Thank you.
Right, Rep is keeping an eye on the action from a safe distance, considering the night the Rep has had.
Yeah, considering this poor Ref has been tossed around and beaten all throughout this night.
I mean,
stiff-kneed Unkley Dunk.
I mean, if it weren't for the fact that he is functionally immortal.
CJR Killer taking advantage of his being ignored by the other competitors, taking a little rest there, now rolling back into the ring.
The Scorpion trying to
take advantage. He had a submission locked in there.
Yeah, he was going for the looks like for that Scorpion Deathlock, and yeah.
We got Eldrazi dropping him. Oh.
And Butler's got the cover. One.
The weight of Mr. Butler got there to third. Eldrazi. It comes back in. CJR Killer breaking up the pin.
Actually, that was I think Jack. Hard to tell. There was a bit of a cluster of wrestlers at that moment.
Yeah, there's a bit of a crowd there. Beautiful clothesline.
And then a shoulder strike from the Butler.
CJR getting the job done as he usually does. Theron Eldrazi trying to lock in that side headlock there.
Taking out the vertical base.
It's a viable tactic against someone the size of Mr. Butler.
I mean, a representative of each team currently in the ring. Somebody can go for a pin. This would be an opportune moment. Theron's getting back up.
Anytime.
Is he going to be able to? Anyone going to be able? Okay, 1, 2 count. 2 count on the Scorpion.
If you've noticed, despite this being a tornado tag, they're sort of each treating it as a regular tag match. You've noticed that half the competitors from each team have been resting on the outside and then jumping back in when it's needed. Playing it smart, each of these competitors.
Yeah, it can make sure you have a fresh partner, but in the end, a tornado tag is every man in the ring, no tags, anything can happen.
Yeah, you have to always consider who's freshest in the match. Exactly, Jerry.
Just
having that cardio up.
CJR Killer was going for a pin broken up by both Abbott and Butler.
They both said no. CJR Killer to the corner by Butler. What's he setting up for? Oh, now he changed his mind. Abbott putting him on the top rope. Or picking up CJR Killer.
And is this going to be it? Oh! Muscle. That's the hardest thing about these matches. Now that the Buster Call has happened,
there's too much
CJR
going on. He
is
couldn't
just
capitalize
out of
on
it.
with the pin. It's too late. And Aljazi broke up the pin. Abbott comes up with the clothesline. Absolutely dead even so far for a triple threat. Reverse DDT there.
And again, one of those double breakups.
3 or 4 of these men piling on each other at once.
Okay,
a lot of bodies in the
Uncle
ring.
getting the money.
Oh my God!
Oh!
General Chelsea thrown onto the legs. Straight over clipping the hat of Uncle Dunk. I don't know if you saw that, but he went over 2 men there.
I'd be careful about that hat. It isn't safe.
Yeah, especially when you hit it at velocities like that.
Okay, Butler working.
Angry.
Butler taking down Theron Eldrazi, giving Uncle Dunk a shot at putting the money clip on Jack Abbott. And Jack Abbott taps!
Oh my God!
Blood Money are the winners!
And your winners, Blood Money!
The in-ring awareness of Uncle Dunk is almost superhuman.
I mean, he is a veteran for a reason. And this goes along, as we said, Uncle Dunk is trying to make the argument that he and Butler are the natural #1 contenders for Shoot Nation's titles. I would say he just went a long way to making that a fact.
Shoot Nation have a lot to think about, but at the forefront of their mind needs to be Blood Money.
And also, if you're Nakano Kirishima, you got to be thinking you backed the right horse.
Absolutely. Hiroshima just got himself into a faction that has a pretty good shot at becoming tag champs.
Well, in the meantime, our next match was set up last week. We've been talking about it all night. Megablitz X versus Hightower. Hightower is coming in not happy. But before we get in there, let's hear from Megablitz.
Well, they're right. We have lost our edge. There's only so much good intentions and wishful thinking you can do until the people you care for are getting hurt, and your life's work is threatened by the ones who would gladly snuff you out because they can. I will not lose my home, my family, my hope, and my hope. All because for power and anger. Because if you let those things go, there's no going back. This is why I put on this medal. This is why I take on the image of the heroes of my world. It's what they stood for. You gotta reforge your heart through the flames of your righteousness. Sharpen myself on the whetstone of my convictions. Sharpen myself on the whetstone of my convictions. Become the shining sword that cuts through the darkness. Fortunately for you, Hightower, you're going to be that test. Now then, show me whose will to persevere is stronger. Show me whose flame burns brighter. Show me how you elevate your game. Handshake!
Authorized.
Elevate and rise! Megablitz X! Rider X-Form!
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, it is time. Michael, let's head down to ringside.
The following match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, the elevated Megablitz X.
And as Hightower demanded, here comes Megablitz in his Rider X form, our Henshin hero.
We have a hero filled with righteous determination taking on a scorned man filled with righteous anger. What's gonna win out here? The will to win, the will to go on, or the boiling hatred of a man scorned? That's what this match is all about, Jerry.
That is the question. Megablitz, there's been a popular request regarding the Rider X. People keep wanting and asking, when is he going to team up with Brawl Kaiser, his counterpart over on Flashbang? Ever since they met last year in Faction Warfare, that's what everyone's been wanting to see. But, well, first we got to get through this.
Yeah, those
and introducing their competitors, representing Chained Hell, Hightower.
That vacant stare of Hightower is back. He's not happy.
He's not happy. His whole demeanor says, I'm so past this shit.
Not even furrowing his brow, just determined to do some damage.
Well, I think he plans to take all this out on Megablitz, who he already had issues with.
It's unfortunate for Megablitz now, this sort of emotional boost that his competitor has. Let's see if that's enough to take down the Henshin hero. Again, that righteous anger taking on the righteousness of a hero. We'll truly see who's stronger here tonight.
Well, in the meantime, it's time for some action.
I expect this to be our breakout match of the night, Jerry. This is going to be bloody. Oh, immediately with the Hurricane Rana taking over the pace of this match. Hightower's not going to give in, though.
Nor would you expect him to, but I never count out Megablitz, former Big Oof champion. As we've said, our Henshin hero, veteran of Omega Club.
This may not be enough. He had the right idea going for that Hurricane Rana takedown right away, but it simply wasn't enough. For the strength, the anger, just the absolute determination of Hightower.
Well, you know what? It's still early in the night. This match has only just gotten underway. But, yeah, it does look like, despite an early strong... Oh, I may have spoke to this. I was going to say Hightower was dominating. Megablitz is making a comeback.
He was there for a second. He reversed that side headlock, and now he's gone back to just taking out that anger. You have to give it to Megablitz, though. He's not giving up.
And there we go. Up and over.
Admirable qualities in both a hero and a punching bag. Immediately going for that pin. Trying to give him the easy out, but
yeah,
I don't think he would take that.
Megablitz is never going to say die.
Do you think that was a mercy pin, Jerry? I personally think it was.
I know. So
I think that he was giving him a chance.
Yeah. Both these men, not only is Megablitz former Big Oof, but he is also a two-time tag champion. Hightower, of course, also a former tag champion.
A drop kick.
And,
fortunately, it was not enough. Ooh.
Yeah. That's,
yeah, just that muscle-up press, dropping him behind. Oh! Just showing off his strength. Oh, my God. I'm watching this with bated breath, Jerry. Hightower is honestly scaring me more than he ever has, especially in this match right now. Megablitz not giving up.
And bring him to the ropes and up and over.
Tossing him out, that give him some respite.
Well, and here's the thing. We haven't even seen Megablitz kick it into gear yet. Megablitz
He hasn't had a chance.
Well, not yet, but Megablitz X is one of our top cruisers, one of our top flyers.
And there he goes, showing off of his speed there. Uh-oh. Ooh, backbreaker. Or spine buster. Sorry about that. Still learning, Jerry.
That's it takes time. You learn by doing, Michael. You learn by doing. Meanwhile, Hightower is just glaring daggers at Megablitz.
This is not going well for
against the hardest part of the ring.
The apron. Smashing his back onto the apron. Don't do it again. Just going after the spine of Megablitz.
And the ref counting away. Of course, Hightower wants to win this and not by countout. Although I think right now Hightower just wants to hurt our Henshin hero.
I think he wants to hurt anyone who he can at this point.
Oh, good kick by Megablitz. No, he couldn't just... He knows he's not going to beat Hightower in a strength versus strength contest.
So he's getting back into a place where they have some ropes.
Yep. Now he's getting into his he's feeling it now. He's in his territory.
Cruiserweight does. He's got to use his speed advantage. There we go.
All right, here it comes. And there you are.
That reverse DDT. He's got to take advantage.
Okay, I thought for a minute there we might have been seeing might have gotten a mega flare. But he thought of
Mega flare. There you go. He's making sure that Hightower's down. You can't underestimate an opponent as large and durable
now he's going up.
And as angry as Hightower is right now.
Oh, righty.
From the top rope.
And with a cover. One,
two.
No.
Two. Nope. Not done yet.
Not going to be that easy with Hightower. And back in the corner again, Megablitz picking up the pace. Slow pace favors Hightower. A fast pace favors Megablitz.
Megablitz needs to keep moving. He can't get caught in the corner like that. That is going to cause problems, and so is this. Oh, wrenching him up by the head.
I mean, at least Megablitz getting her counter. I was gonna say at least he's got that helmet for protection up.
Yeah,
going upstairs again.
Speed? Able to completely get out of view of Hightower. Oh, what's he waiting for? Going into the ropes. Running the ropes. Eric Rana.
And he's got a pin.
He's got the pin locked in. That is not enough.
And up and at him. All right.
Ooh.
Reverse neck breaker. Megablitz beginning to kick it in gear. Oh, what's he going for here?
He does have a sound strategy going after the head of Hightower.
I mean, honestly, that's one of the best things you could choose. Hightower powers out of it.
When you're dealing with someone as large as Hightower, there are two things you can usually do, and it's go after their head, their command center, if you will, or you could take the wheels out from under them. Good hip toss there. And then another kick, trying to keep it in this fast pace. Try and keep Hightower at a disadvantage. Don't follow him to the outside. That's not a good idea.
Megablitz, not somebody who's going to back down from a fight, though.
Yeah, absolutely not. That's why I say don't do it, because I knew he would. I knew he'd immediately follow him. But as you can see, Hightower definitely had a plan, taking control back. Oh my God, I spoke too soon.
Yeah, that DDT got the job done. Now, Megablitz, but Megablitz needs to get Hightower. Oh, stunner! I was going to say he's going to get Hightower back in the ring, though.
We're at a 7 count on,
or into the steps. Break the count.
Oh my God!
Oh, nobody home!
Oh my God! Nobody home! His legs grinding off of the steel steps. Setting the count once again. Is he going for it again? This is not a good... He's already got it scouted. Why would you... Rolling back to the inside. Oh my God!
Or maybe an off the top rope missile drop kick will do the job.
His head must be swimming.
2? Oh, 2 count.
Is not enough, though.
Again, once Megablitz gets in the air, it's a whole different ball game. Hightower trying to... Again, this is... Megablitz has got to be careful about this. He is not going to match Hightower's power.
You got to wonder how he feels with that old gear on. Oh, if that's influencing the way he's wrestling right now. If he's feeling maybe even nostalgic.
I think what he's feeling is furious.
Yeah, well, I meant bad nostalgia. You know,
the word you're looking for is trauma.
Trauma. Yeah, you're right, Jerry. Okay, I got it. That's what I was thinking of. It was all right. Trauma.
Megablitz gets him in the... Okay, throwing him in the corner. Oh, right.
There we go. Keeping the pace of this match high.
Excalibur.
Still not enough.
Going for another kick. What is... Oh, Hightower's getting his hands on him. This is...
Pinning predicaments on Hightower, but he's just not done.
Oh no. He's putting Mega up. This is... It almost feels like he's mocking Megablitz because of Megablitz's preference from being on the top rope.
Yeah, he's saying, go ahead. Go to the top rope.
Mega countered.
Oh!
And an uppercut. Oh, no. Okay, Mega, what are you planning? Just waiting for Hightower to get up. And kicking him down.
Planning for some high flying, but waiting for the right opportunity. That is something Megablitz X is so good at, is waiting for that. That is not a good idea, Mega.
There's a reason we have the term taunt body around here.
Showboating to the crowd, and he pays for it! Did you see that? Oh my God, garroted on the top rope!
This is not looking good for Megablitz.
Oh no.
Oh no, Hightower is looking like he's getting ready for that super choke slam. Oh! Countered by the Henshin hero.
Able to get out of it, but not able to get out of the... never mind! Reverse the power bomb!
Great Hurricanrana takedown. Now he's...
That athletic prowess of Megablitz X showing itself in spades.
Excalibur again!
Another Excalibur, sending him to the mat.
Oh, are we going to see it? Are we going to see it?
He's trying to put him away.
Mega Flare!
Ooh. Mega Flare, one of the most impressive moves in wrestling today.
1, 2,
3.
And your winner, Megablitz X.
So it has been all Omega Club today. Kelly winning her 4th showcase match, and Megablitz X getting the win over Hightower. So in the current feud between Chained Hell and Omega Club, right now it looks like the veteran team has the upper hand. Well done, Megablitz X.
And Hightower let those emotions go to his head a little bit too much.
What was that, Pete? Hang on. Hang on, Michael. The what? Oh, you got... Okay, Michael. So security, when they were doing a sweep, they found a box in the corner of the catering area. All the stolen items were found in there with a note: if they weren't taken out of the building, it's not theft. Play for blood. So, good news, everyone. We found your stuff.
Oh, boy. Yeah. Wilson, you better go get your teasing combs before someone else touches them.
Oh, man. Anyway, so, before we go, we got one of the things we've been trying to figure out. Speaking of heroes, trying to get some information. Apparently, Justice Jake has been cleared for action. I've been asking the staff to try and get some word on when he's going to come back. So let's go hear from that now, shall we?
You have reached the voicemail box of MNW's hero for hire, Justice Jake. Unfortunately, I am not here to take your message, so you know what to do with the tone. Thank you.
Yes, Mr. Justice Jake. Hello, this is Simon Wiles. I have been trying to reach you on behalf of one Jerry Aldini, Warzone's manager. I am from the MNW Talent Relations Board, and there was a couple of matters I needed to speak to you with. Primarily, the medical clearance of you to wrestle after the Apocalypse pay-per-view. That was the announcement itself, rather. It was 2 weeks ago now, and neither myself nor Mr. Aldini have heard any word from you. Understand that if you do not wish to wrestle for Warzone or Flashbang or any other MNW promotion, that MNW will not be bound legally to continue your contract. Unfortunately, that is just the long and short of it. Mr. Aldini mentioned when he was trying to reach you earlier this week that it might look bad for the hero for hire to drop a contract. So if you'd like to make an appointment, please feel free to give me a call back at this number. Thank you.
So Aldini wants his hero for hire back. It's gonna be a shame, you know, for him and all of MNW when they find out that the message was right. Play it back. You'll see. He's not here.
That is worrying implications, Jerry.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
I don't think it's going to be fine. I think you're just telling yourself that.
It's going to be fine. You know what? Also, tweeting out on social media, Hightower, not bad, Mega. Not bad at all, kid. But I have plenty of fuel in the tank left to go another round. See you in the ring again soon. That never say die attitude of Hightower. You know what? There's a lot going on. Hang on. Michael, I have to leave you here for a minute. I got to go. I think I need to go in the ring and address a few things.
Oh, great. I'll kick up my feet. You have fun, Jerry. There he is, folks. Jerry Aldini, the big cheese. Let's hear what he has to say.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I thought it would be good time for me to come out and just make a few announcements. I can confirm that, yes, the gauntlet match will happen. The production team is actually getting a finalized poster together. We'll be able to show you at the end of the show. So that's next week at Thanksgiving. But let's talk about the future. Let's talk about what happens next. And we've got a lot of plans. First and foremost, I know everyone wants to hear about the C101. Well, I've got good news. Next week, at the end of Thanksgiving, the Warzone Super Show, we will have an announcement. We will tell you the full roster for the C101 and give you some more news about how that is going to be handled this year. It's going to be a little different. But we also have a lot of else going on. Yeah, that's right, folks. Between now and the next pay-per-view, which will be in the new year, that'll be Future Shock. But before we get there, we have something else to go on, and this is of particular interest to one individual in particular, and that is you, Sasquatch Wing, because I'm talking about the Grand Battle. Grand Battle is going to be a little different this year. We're going to start out like before. There will be 8 Battle Royale Rumble-style matches, and the winner of each will get a point, will get a chip, but it's the prize. The Brass has decided they don't like the idea of a belt that isn't defended except for once a year. So we're changing the prize, and the good news, Squatch, you're going to be the only ever Battleground champion. You get to keep the belt. And you get the prize right off the bat that the next one will get. Do you guys remember the Wish Upon a Brawl tournament? Well, we're rolling that in with the Grand Battle. So Sasquatch Wing, you get a wish. And by a wish, I mean you can ask for any match you want, any stipulation you want, against any opponent you want. That is now the prize at the end of the Grand Battle. Or as we're now calling it, the Brawl for you all.
The Big Cheese has spoken. All right, he's going to come back here. Let me take my feet down. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine. Thanks for getting that taken care of, Pete. Thanks. Okay. I am back. That's right. So Sasquatch Wing has, I mean, he can do what he wants with it. He can sit on it for a while. He can cash it in right away. The only stipulation I'm going to say, Michael, is he gets to call it, we get to schedule it.
I gotcha.
But yeah, no. Do you remember the Wish Upon a Brawl?
I've seen the tapes.
That was my first night working for MNW. The finale of the Wish Upon a Brawl was the night I came on as a road agent.
Huh.
And now, so Sasquatch Wing, he gets to keep the shiny belt. It's his. He can put on his mantle or whatever he has. But he gets a wish. And he can cash. We still have an outstanding wish. One of the original 3 winners never cashed in.
You know what I would do? If I were Sasquatch Wing, this is just me personally.
Right.
I would go for a handicap match at whoever wins on that Super Show next week for the Granddaddy belt.
Well, I mean, we'll see. Yeah, totally up to Sasquatch Wing. And of course, once we get into more details about the Brawl for Y'all, that's what the prize is going to be at the end of the line for the winner of that. But it's going to be a little different from last year. Obviously, we're changing things up. In the meantime, we still have 2 more matches to get through, Michael, so let's not waste any time. Before we get into this next match, though, let's hear from one of the participants. Let's actually hear from members of VIP.
Woo! Oh, Max, that was no good. No good at all. You should have went for the arms. Cross his wires a bit. Make him scream a little. You should have been more malicious, Max.
I couldn't bring myself to do it. I have to fight clean. Dirty fighting is something that I'm not very keen.
Oh, you brain-dead idiot! You could have at least worn him down for us, but instead, you opted for a fair fight. And why? Because of some sort of deep sense of dignity? You have no dignity left! It's gone! Get over it! Now, since you aren't doing your job, maybe it's time to teach you a lesson. This is how you fight dirty!
That's enough, Wilson. Leave us.
Fine, but don't think I'll forget about this maxi pad. Stupid Max, I gotta train for a long chance.
I'll be honest with you, Max. That was a good match. You did your job well enough, and now when I pry Zacho's arms off and take the title away from him, no one can see that you softened him up for me. So, Max, did you deliver the letter?
I did.
Good. Now let me ask you a question. Do you think I'm blind, or perhaps deaf? Unable to see the messages hidden between the words? Come now, Max. You know what happens when a dog is unruly, don't you? You pull the chain around its neck. If this continues, I might just have to pull the chain around yours. Do we have an understanding?
Yes, of course. My pharaoh.
Very good. You and the rest of those lowborns are about to witness the ascension of VIP. With the title in hand, I will lead Warzone into a new golden age, and all will bend the knee to the VI Pharaoh.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, let's go down to ringside for our penultimate match of the evening.
The following is a triple threat tag team match. Introducing first, VIP.
Well, it's the Beef and Suplex Sam coming down to the ring. And with that, we are off. They have a partner with them. Which other member of VIP is going to be their third man?
We shall see.
I mean, there are 6 members to choose from right now. VIP is currently our largest faction here on Warzone. They're getting close to rivaling Apex over on Flashbang.
Well, I wouldn't compare the two, Jerry. It's not a fair comparison. One is animals, and the other is actual wrestlers.
And introducing next, Maximilian Thunder Thighs.
And
of
here
course,
he
coming
is.
out with VIP.
The latest member of VIP, Maximilian Thunder Thighs, lost that match last week against Zacho Duo. Zacho managed to get a letter or something out of Max's pockets or tights, or I don't want to think about it.
Some unimportant information was exchanged, but it doesn't matter because Max is going to be in the ring tonight on the side of VIP, tagging with the Beef, tagging with Duplex Sam.
Yeah.
We made a discovery early when we saw this card, Sam and Max.
I told you we weren't going to say that.
It's too funny.
Especially because I love those video games. How dare you, sir? How dare you?
This is better than any video game, Jerry. Who plays video games? Nerds.
And meanwhile, let's see who is going to be taking them on.
And introducing their competitors, the Sentinels.
Oh, go back to patrolling the parking lot, you two. Nobody wants you here.
Except for the fans. The fans want them here.
Well, the fans don't know what they want. The fans think they want this, like, piddly, off-brand, tepid cola. The fans don't know what they want. They just want sugar. I'm trying to get the fans some good wrestling.
These men... They are, Sparrow was one of the participants in the grand battle last year, won one of the chips, and was one of the contestants in the second half of the tournament. Maybe they'll make it in again this year with the Brawl for Y'all.
I wish y'all didn't include the Sentinels.
Dave Verman is a veteran of the multiverse and our superhero extraordinaire. And you will show him the respect he is due.
I ain't due nobody respect except for Work Rate Wilson, a man who works way too hard.
And introducing their partner, One Chance.
Here's a man who has a huge match next week. Juan Chance will be taking on Work Rate Wilson in a 1-hour Iron Man match, the stakes of which are mask versus hair.
Yeah, you were talking earlier about having no respect, Jerry. I have no respect for this man because this man has no respect for the business he works in. He has no respect for the amazing competitors he has the privilege of brushing shoulders with. Just, he should be grateful for even being let, like, within 30 feet of this building, Jerry. And he comes in here with his haughtiness. It puts a bad taste in my mouth.
Are you sure you aren't concerned about our little side bet that if Wilson wins...
That has nothing to do with it.
You and I get to have a match where I train you how to be a wrestler?
You shut up, Jerry, all right? Shut up. My beef is squarely with Juan Chance and his horrible attitude and his... He doesn't even deserve to be a wrestler. This man's not a wrestler. He's a bum. He's a bum off the street, and I don't want him in this ring. That's despite. Let's get. Sorry, Jerry. I got emotional. Let's just get to this match.
And we start off the Beef and Daver Man, and the Beef immediately slamming our hero down. Our man Daver Man. And already the shit talking has begun.
That's just the way the VIP gets into the head of their opponents.
And that is how Daver Man does, by getting him in a headlock.
Well, that's not really in the head, that's just compressing the head.
Tomato, tomato.
Sweep of the leg there from Beef. Oh, poking the eye of Daver Man. Taking away the sight of that hero. Drop of the knee.
The Beef showing some early brutality, which is about what you'd expect from a really jacked up tiefling.
That's what you'd expect from VIP. No mercy.
You know, I remember when the Beef was, before VIP, they just let him be more of what he is. Oh, and tag in, by the way, Sparrow, double team. Oh, the teamwork of the Sentinels.
As much as I hate them, they put on a good show. I'll give them that.
Sparrow now getting, that leg lock on the Beef.
Sparrow, that glory hog. Oh, going after the Beef. Nice bit on the Beef's chin there. That's gotta hurt. Tag made to suplex Sam. Oh, stiff right hand to Sparrow.
Sam, another fairly recent acquisition to the ranks of VIP, former member of Shoot Nation, turned his back on his friends when they were dumped from Nakama Worldwide.
He turned his back on some losers is what he did.
You mean the current tag team champions?
Well, I mean, at the time, losers.
Currently a 3-count. It's a little hard at this angle to see through the Beef.
Can't see the Beef. He's too wide. He's too girthy.
That's a lot of gristle, if you ask me.
It's a lot of grease, but that's just how the Beef likes it. Stiff right hand from Sparrow. Turning around next, sending him into the steps. Taking advantage of the environment.
That always hurts. Take it from me. It's not something you want to experience.
Yeah, it hurts even coming from a piddly competitor like Sparrow.
Sparrow has been a great competitor, won many impressive matches. Like I said, made it one of the Royal Rumble style matches to get into the next round of the Grand Battle. That is not a piddly wrestler.
Jerry. I'll believe it when I see it. And no, I'm not going to go back and watch the episodes because I refuse.
Sparrow taking a lot of shots to the gut from the beef.
From Suplex Sam.
I'm sorry, from Suplex Sam. You know what? They seem to meld in my mind sometimes now.
It seems like you're the one who has lack of respect for VIP, but we'll save that topic for another time. Suplex Sam dragging Sparrow to the middle of the ring, setting up for something. There we go. Tagging in Maximilian Thunder Thighs. That's what he was setting up for, putting him dead front and center.
Oh, and then Max flopped.
There we go, the good old Max flop.
Max seems to be having some balance problems, if you ask me. I wonder if a guilty conscience can weigh you down enough to knock you onto the floor.
That wasn't a guilty conscience, that was a leg pick from Sparrow. Sparrow sent to the corner. Not where he wants to be, knocking Suplex Sam off, heading to the outside. He is not done with Sam.
But also making sure he could avoid whatever it was Max was planning.
Oh, couldn't avoid it for long. The knees, going to the kidney areas.
Sparrow's poor back.
And that lower back and the side. There's a lot of sensitive, bits of sinew and nerve in there. Maximilian is digging his knee right into. And here he goes again. Oh! Went for that gut wrench. Sparrow throws him to the corner. Good slingshot there. Oh! Max absolutely planted. Sparrow showing good tag acumen, taking him to the corner.
And now tagging in One Chance, first time in the match.
That's probably not a great idea, especially when you have a competitor like Maximilian Thunder Thighs in the match already. Ooh!
Max and Juan used to be friends, in fact. They teamed up on several occasions.
Now they're bowling each other over. There are no friends in professional wrestling. There are only competitors, and that's the only way you can look at it.
I will
bringing him to the corner.
Respectfully disagree. I have many great friends from my days as a professional wrestler.
Tag to Daver. And a double clothesline there from those two men. Oh, stopped in the air and not letting Daverman fly.
Over the top rope goes Max. Daverman follows.
He's got to take this back into the ring. I don't feel like any of these teams would be satisfied with a countout.
No, I don't think so at all.
Slamming his head into the hardest part of the ring, that being the ring apron. Bowling over Daverman does Max.
Max just beating on Daverman.
These two competitors beating on each other.
I just had a strange thought, but I'll hold it for a bit. See what happens here.
Keep it in your mind.
Well, I'm just thinking, when Maximilian Thunder Thighs debuted, I think by that time Arcolf was already on Flashbang.
You're not saying...
I mean, same could be said for Sparrow as well, and Juan. I'm saying the Gatekeeper's Gauntlet match is going to be 8 competitors who never went through Arcolf as the Gatekeeper. We don't know. We don't know.
8 competitors going to be facing a very, very angry deity, symbol of... Well, they're going to be passing through the gate.
Yeah. In the meantime...
In the meantime, Daverman's legs being worked over.
It's just become a kicking contest between Max and Daverman.
Once again, Daverman has that speed, the high-flying ability, the athleticism. Maximilian Thunder Thighs has that brute strength and annoying determination.
Well, you say that, but okay, here comes in Juan Chance. Juan has not actually been in this thing. He's probably the freshest person in the match, while the Beef has been doing a lion's share of the work for VIP.
That was a great tag there by VIP. Perfect timing bringing in the Beef.
Yeah, maybe not. Juan Chance getting that sleeper hold on the Beef. Oh, the Beef flips him.
Not a great idea with the strength advantage of the Beef. Just see that you could, as long as he can drop his hips down, he's going to be able to get that shoulder throw, garroting him on that top rope. And then a stomp to the head. That's going to take out all the olfactory senses away.
And just slamming Juan onto
Chance.
That's just... And let's see what Juan... Hurricanrana takedown. Juan reminding you he is a cruiser.
He does have that speed.
What is he setting up for here?
Despite his lack of any form of pedigree, despite his lack of any form of honor, he does have some semblance of skill.
The Lucha Link. Oh, wait a minute. He's got that's the last chancery. That's the last chance. And Beef tapped.
Beef taps?
Beef tapped. Juan Chance wins it for his team.
He must have...
And your winners, the Sentinels.
I'll tell you what happened. The Sentinels kept Juan fresh. They kept him rested.
Those cheating bastards. They handed him the win. They just took the brunt of the force and handed it to a thug like Juan Chance.
That is not cheating. That is simply tactics.
It's dirty tactics is what it is, Jerry. Dirty tactics. You know, I should have expected it coming from the Sentinels. Why am I even surprised?
Well, we have one last match. It is time for our main event, but before we get there, we have one person we need to hear from. Ladies and gentlemen, really wouldn't be an episode of Warzone unless we heard from your Robro, R. Sawyer.
Alright, I've got the parts. Now let's make Zacko a new arm. Now we heat the Gardanian to atmosphere re-entry levels. Part A goes into slot B. Elbow's working fine. Now part AB into slot C. Couldn't have done it better if I... Wait. Shit! I made the wrong arm!
Unit Sawyer, presence required in ring immediately.
I'll have to do it after the match.
Okay, well, with that, let's head to ringside for our main event. Are you ready, Michael?
I am absolutely ready.
The following is a triple threat tag team match and is your main event. Introducing first, VIP.
You got the team of the Doctor of Albinomics, Work Rate Wilson, and your VI Pharaoh. Soon to be champion, I might add.
He has that shot next week at the Super Show. Thanksgiving, he will be taking on the champion Zacko Duo for the Multiversal World Heavyweight Championship. And right now, exuding confidence.
Meanwhile, backstage, we got some mechanical noises. We got some whirring. We got some buzzing. And we have some bots that are boiling and ready to go.
Can't doubt it. And there is the Doctor of Albinomics, one of the winners of the previous Wish Upon a Brawl tournament, as we were talking about earlier. Some people are saying he cashed in that wish to become the Doctor of Albinomics from his old form. We don't know. I'd like to get some
A
clarification.
bit of a waste
on that.
for a wish. He could have just went to college.
And introducing their opponents. They are the main event mechs. They are me.
There's your champion, folks.
Yep. R. Sawyer, Malice, and your heavyweight champion, Zacho Duo, the main event mechs.exe meme.
Let's talk history, Jerry. Let's talk the fact that Azir has tapped out 2 of these men.
It's true.
He's imposed his will upon them and made them give up.
But that's 1, 2 out of 3, and the important one is if he can make it happen next week. But right now we're getting the final warm-up before that match. And as we know in the proxy battle, we also are going to be having that Juan Chance versus Wilson match. It's a stacked card for a Super Show next week, let me tell you.
Thanksgiving is going to kill it, Jerry. It's going to kill it in the ratings. I can feel it.
Yeah, after this match, we will go over the card one more time, folks. But first, we have to get through this, and this is going to be a battle.
Yeah, and this is going to directly affect the psychological state that our competitors are going to be going into the Thanksgiving show with. The shit talk starting before the bell has even rung.
I mean, does that surprise you with these competitors? Starting off...
Not with a man as quick-witted as Workrate Wilson.
Well, you've got Wilson and R. Sawyer starting out the match.
Starting off with a spear there. Stiff right-handed Wilson. Slingshot into the corner. Not a place Wilson wants to be.
No, and R. Sawyer, former heavyweight champion, one of our most experienced wrestlers, and a lariat taking down Wilson.
Pronounced lariat, Jerry.
You know, there are such a thing as regionalisms. Learn.
It's a lariat. It's not small. Who says et? Anyway, Wilson at that side deadlock and taking Sawyer to the ground. Kick to the back of the head.
And now he tags in the VI Pharaoh.
Nothing fancy schmancy. Just effective hits.
Oh, and up.
To the gut.
That was a hell of a suplex, and also working on the arms of the Pharaoh, which is usually Turan's favorite tactic. Although most of his submission holds are requiring his arms, so that makes sense. Oh, and now
time to blow the air horn. Tagged in as Malice. It's truck time.
Knocking Malice outside. And I'm getting a tweet, Kelly saying it's called the Steiner line. There's many names. You have lariats, you have clotheslines. You know, we try and use proper terminology when we can here. And that was one I have checked. In fact, I got that straight from one Aiden Xero, who is a student of the craft.
Well, I say lariat, so that's the correct one. Anyway, oh, did you see that spinning fist to the head of the VI Pharaoh?
I did. Let's not ever count out somebody like Malice. He's too dangerous. Now he's taken down.
He's going to get a lesson from the professor of Albinomics.
That is actually contractually we have to correctly call him the Doctor of Albinomics.
Professor, man who studied and or wished for a degree? I don't understand.
That you went on a whole little journey there, didn't you?
I go on journeys in my head all the time, Jerry. Sitting in this booth can get kind of musty.
Well, right now, the Doctor of Albinomics, the second most proficient member of the team when it comes to submission work.
That blue screen is devastating. That's not a move you can count out.
Okay.
Even coming from me, and I'm not a huge fan of the bot currently, but you really gotta look out for that.
You did well. Meanwhile, this is interesting. Hello, Straight. I think Michael. I think somebody's coming here that wants to have a word with you.
Yeah, hi. Greetings from Friday, you jerk.
Hey, Genericson, how's it going?
I was watching the show and I couldn't help but hear you running your mouth about Fridays. So I thought I would come in here. By the way, both of you failed to mention former trios champions, both on either side of the ring. One beating the other. VIP took the titles away from Meme. Hey, Michael, remember
what a
where
fantastic
are those?
little factoid. Let's talk more about that and not whatever else you're bringing up.
Well, where are those titles right now? I was curious. Did they beat VIP, right? They're on Doom's Waste? And look at this armbar here from the Doctor of Albenomics. Jerry, good to see you again. I've missed you.
Yeah, I do miss having a friendly co-commentator.
Yeah, I was gonna say, where did you find this guy off the street?
He was assigned to me by registered Anon.
Oh, look at this Fujiwara armbar. Look at the torque on Malice.
You two are absolutely no fun.
No, but we are professionals.
So, Michael, I gotta ask, who do you like in this matchup?
Do you even really have to ask? There's only one team in this matchup that even...
I assume you mean the one with the World Heavyweight Champion on their team.
Oh, and out goes Malice, the Doctor of Albenomics. But, yeah, there it goes.
And here we go. Zako getting involved already.
Why did they let him in? Oh, God.
Alba trying to fight off two guys now. Meeb's hard enough one-on-one.
Best thing. A mistake coming out of this side of the ring. Alba has got to get back in the ring and back on his side.
Out there in no man's land. And Zako might have saved the matchup for his team. Alba's not afraid. Sorry, the Doctor of Albenomics is not afraid to win via countout. Look at the power of Malice.
Up and over. Oh.
He took the electric chair drop into a German suplex. Isn't that right, Michael?
Michael, the correct answer is yes.
I mean, you're correct. I'm learning.
Don't worry. I'm sure we'll get a chance.
That's called a side headlock takeover right there.
I'm sure we'll get a chance to actually teach you wrestling directly in a few weeks.
Does Michael not know how to wrestle?
Well, we have a bet.
I'm not a wrestler. I'm a journalist.
If One Chance beats Wilson next week in their Iron Man match, then he and I are going to have a match where I'm going to teach him some wrestling moves.
So he knows about as much about wrestling as Wilson, who just low-bridged Sawyer.
That goes to show you can never count out work rate Wilson.
I mean, you can never count him out. There's also no depths that he will not stoop to win a match.
And there is no limit to the heights he will reach either, Genericson.
He is a former Big Oof champion. I give him credit for that, even though he only had it for a month.
Well, now we're hearing from our firing line commentator, Robbie Slick. Now, this is going to be a real fight. Can't wait to dissect this on firing line. Looking good, Jerry and Mike. I think he's talking about you versus Mike, Eric, but I'm not sure. And the Sandman, finally a commentator with some class. No offense, Jerry.
Hey, man, one step closer to being a number one contender. Sandman and Thunderbolt on Friday nights with a huge win in a triple threat tornado tag team match. But we're focused on these 6 competitors. Jerry, who do you like in this particular matchup? You do have former trios champions everywhere. Although this Andraste might be bad news for Sawyer in the dome. And again, Zako and Malice get involved.
That may be the best save.
Holding off the ref. You see, this is what I'm talking about. This is why I don't like Meme. You see what they did? That was a perfectly clean move landed. Boom, smack dab on Sawyer, and Meme just can't help but cheat.
As somebody who has watched both of these teams for a long time, neither one of these teams really likes to follow the rules. And you can say what you want about it being unfair, but they are equal opportunity cheaters. So I think it's even in the fact that they'll both go to the same depth to win this match, so let's just enjoy the ride.
Well, the members of VIP can't just slap on a new arm or a new who's-he what's it to, make them better. They're organic, living people who actually have some athleticism, some talent.
Well, isn't that the point of why Seth Jackson created GIF? Isn't that their version of APS over here? We have regulations for a reason. Why don't you just trust the process? It's like being in Philadelphia.
I don't trust anything.
Clearly. And now
Yeah,
R. Sawyer, also a former heavyweight champion, now working over Ozir Turan, who, man, that's going to be a hell of a matchup against Zako Duo. And here's what we wanted to see.
We're getting an early preview of next
tell you
week.
What, I must be magic or a fortune teller, because here we go. And there it is, the Trials of Osiris.
And Zako fighting out. He still doesn't have that replacement arm on yet. You can see it. You can see the hurting on it. Yeah. We would never expect any fortune telling involving the main event Max.exe. That would just be ridiculous.
Yeah, no, that never happened.
Yeah. And
Pharaoh going after that arm.
He's going to try it one more time, trying to tap out the champion. And Malice immediately into the ring. And look at the ring awareness by Malice. That was bad news for the champion.
The last thing he wanted was to see that Trials of Osiris slapped on Zako.
Great awareness from Turan as well, taking a step away as soon as he saw that blue in his peripheral vision.
Well, he also cut off the ring, which is very smart. And one of the most technically sound wrestlers we have in the entire multiverse and all of wrestling. Ozir Turan is a deadly submission wrestler.
And that is the reason that I'm a huge fan of that man.
I've liked Ozir Turan for a long, long time. It wasn't until Wilson got involved that I ever questioned his judgment.
Well, VIP are in a winning situation here, so I think his judgment is justified. At least
up to a count of 6, and they are in no man's land right now.
One of them is going to have to get back in the ring.
Again, neither of these teams, I don't think either of them would be real happy with the count out.
I think Ozir might try to win this via count out. Oh, and Zako!
No!
Zako turned the tables!
Come on, get up, Ozir!
Oh, and he broke the count!
He's not done with him.
At this point, Zako just wants to hurt the VI Pharaoh.
I think Zako wants to make sure Meme gets a pinfall victory. These two teams despise each other. I mean, think back to when Meme was the Trios champions. VIP were the ones that took the belts off of them, and ever since then, these two teams have had no love lost between them.
An absolutely huge amount of bad blood between both these teams. You are absolutely right. Fred, head back to the ring. Here we go. This is what we want to see. Stomp to the back of the head from your world champion. Uh-oh.
Going after the arm of that championship since Multivania. He won in a triple threat match, defeating Chazlee and Justice Jake.
Returning that technical wrestling in kind.
Ansible effect.
Oh! Ansible effect right to the dome. And look at the awareness to drag him into his own corner.
That is tag team wrestling skill. I'll give you that. Wilson breaking up the pin. Great ring awareness from another veteran. Work rate, Wilson.
No, I'll give credit where credit's due. Nobody has ever kicked out of the Ansible effect, and that was a huge breakup by Wilson.
Getting in there as soon as he landed it on him. Still working over that arm.
Well, it's going to be a lot harder for him to get torque on that Trials of Osiris if his wrist is all screwed up.
So I'll have to say Zeko keeping control right now. That's a bad omen for next week for the VI Pharaoh.
Thanksgiving is going to be just that. It's going to kill the ratings.
Absolutely. I said that earlier, Genericson. See, we're not so different, you and I.
It's true. It's like I'm a more knowledgeable wrestling fan than you are.
Oh! He's so mean, Jerry. Anyway.
And with that, he's tagging in Malice.
VIP could really use a tag right now.
They have isolated Ozir, who is now bleeding.
And this is where you don't want to be if you're Ozir Turan. You
nope.
don't
look at this God-style pile driver! Shades of Suzuki!
Because all Malice needs to do is slap on a blue screen, and it can be all over.
Yeah, but you could say the same thing about the Trials of Osiris, and now I think Ozir might have heard you, Mike. He needs to make that tag. to one of his two teammates.
He's taking back control, getting his opponent into his corner. Oh, he took too long thinking out that strategy, and he's back in the danger zone.
Back in the red corner. And the tag
not done.
There you go.
Oh, poetry in motion right there.
You got to give it to the bots. Their coordination is unmatched.
I mean, there is a reason they're at the top of the game right now.
There's a reason they were the trios champions. Sawyer and Zocco, former tag team champions. 2 former heavyweight champions. Well, I should say 1 former, 1 current. Oh, what a neck breaker.
Oh, first the sternum, now the neck, just working over that upper body.
Of course, you've got 2 former champions on the apron for VIP, and they could really use a tag.
Sutron, good ring awareness there. Slipped out when he could. Is that enough to get him back over to his corner and get a tag, though? Or is he just going to keep going after Zocco Duo, working over that bad arm?
Well, you know he wants to tap out or pin Zocco ahead of their matchup. What a feather in the cap of Auzier that would be, but the wise move would be to make a tag, and he might have heard you again, Mike.
And who's he picking? No one. He's still
Who's
walking
the
around.
informed wrestling fan now, Genericson, huh?
What was that?
Nothing.
And here comes
says what?
Work Rate Wilson. This should be good. Work Rate Wilson, who of course has
Locking up. Straight for the eyes.
Huge Iron Man match next week. If Wilson wins, he takes the mask off of Juan Chance. If he loses, he has to shave his head.
Oh, and Zocco with a cheap shot from behind, but, you know, all's fair in love and war.
Absolutely
what a
despicable.
Of all of the people in the multiverse, are you really going to have pity for Wilson?
I don't have pity for Wilson. I have endless amounts of respect for that man. I'm a fan. All right? I got posters at home.
And I am a fan of his particular brand of wrestling. However, I don't understand why he needs all the underhanded tactics. The guy's got enough talent on his own. Cheap shot from the Doctor of Albinomics.
He does what it takes to win. That's what I love about this man.
We still need those disclosure forms about that trip you took with Wilson to Kokomo, by the way, Michael?
Nope. Not happening. I used my own money. I paid for it. That was my vacation.
Back in the red corner, Wilson.
Sawyer's got him set up. Looking for a slingshot.
Oh, beautiful monkey flip slingshot.
I think Zocco put his knee out a little bit there. Try to get a little bit extra on Wilson.
He's a cheeky bot, that's for sure.
The cheekiest.
Another cheap shot.
Another.
And you can see right now, Zocco's not happy about it, and neither's Malice.
The VIP corner is just ready and raring to go. Azir reaching out for that tag. He wants back in.
I wouldn't tag Azir right back in if I was Wilson. I might go to the Doctor of Albinomics, who's probably the freshest man in this match. And would you look at that? It's like I'm a fortune teller.
And it's like Wilson knew exactly what he was doing, keeping our Sawyer in the corner.
Whatever he was planning, that didn't quite land. And
inverted atomic drop. That's the cassette tapes are hurting after that one.
I know what an atomic drop is. See, I called that one. All right. Slingshot into the corner.
All right.
What?
Seth, what do you do? Seth, go away.
Oh, yeah. I don't know where he came from. And now a Snapmare back into the other corner.
And caught by
one for that knee to the
Sawyer.
guy. Caught!
Lariat. Okay, are you going to criticize how I say it again?
Well, I mean, incorrectly, but still, it's fine. Ooh, elbow. Beautiful toss now to the second rope.
Oh! Our Sawyer might have just knocked out the Doctor of Albinomics.
Absolutely bowled him over. Azir's not done, though, breaking up the pin.
Yeah, but now Malice is into the ring, and he's not happy either.
All hell has broken loose. Multiple competitors in the ring. All right, taking it back to their corners.
Referee screaming at both of them, but it could be time for a cyber stunner. Oh, and it's reversed. And now Wilson from line. What the hell was that? No. A cheap shot into the Andraste. Come on, ref.
Andraste lands, broken up by Zacco Duo. Wilson's having a go at the crowd, it seems.
So a normal Saturday.
Yep.
And now a figure 4 on Zacco, who's not the legal man. Now let's try to check on Zacco as Sawyer now with Meme, a man down. That was nearly disaster for the main event mechs.
Main event mechs could use a tag at this point. Malice pretty fresh at this point.
Zacco nowhere to be seen.
The Doctor of Albinomics thinking the same thing. And thus dragging him back to his corner. That was actually very smart to make sure that Sawyer did not make that tag, and here comes Wilson.
We're getting some absolutely cerebral tag team wrestling going on tonight.
I mean, these are not rookie teams. These guys have been together for a long, long time. Oh, what a clothesline.
Showing the skill that made him a world champion.
Taking Wilson off his feet.
But look at Malice is exhausted. I think Malice told Sawyer to stay in there.
Not quite done yet, keeping Wilson on the mat.
Oh,
right hands.
And, oh, there we go. Work that arm.
There you go. That's how you shut down Wilson. You got to take away his ability to do all of his holds, all of his reversals.
Well, the I'm Prettier, the spine buster, he likes that fist drop off the middle ropes. A lot of arm work involved in those maneuvers. And you can neutralize a lot of his offense if you take out his arms. And now Azir wants back in this match, and here comes the VI Pharaoh. Oh, right to the knee. And the head. And now it's Sawyer's turn, diving. And here comes our matchup a week from today. Oh, and there's the kick.
Oh,
another.
The pace of this match is going to quickly pick up with these two. Oh,
what a
vicious
forearm.
right hand.
Right to the eye.
Knees to the back. Dropped at that DDT.
And now into the Trials of Osiris. Zacco with nowhere to go. Oh, and he rolled through it.
Using that strength, using that mechanical muscle.
Well, that's well scouted.
Oh, the Ansible effect.
Another one.
2. How many people can say they've taken 2 Ansible effects in one match? Again,
not many.
One match.
Wilson with the breakup.
Malice says
they're going to pay for it. The German suplex. The Ansible effect is a match ender, but they have been all over it. 2 breakups after 2 Ansible effects.
Just enough time for the Pharaoh to get a breath. Zacco's not having it.
And now into the ropes, shot in.
Shot in.
Jerry, this has been a hell of a match.
It has. This has been a pay-per-view worthy match on free TV.
This is how you lead into a super show.
And look at the blood on the chest of Turan.
Oh, and just...
Oh, and he got Wilson! He was sick of Wilson, and he just chucked him into the ring.
And now the VI Pharaoh is a bloody mess.
What kind of venom is Wilson spitting at ringside, you have to wonder.
Zacco had enough of the nonsense, and here comes Big Malice.
Here comes Malice.
Russian leg sweep set up into a clothesline.
Oh, that's so much mass.
And now the VI Pharaoh in with Malice. Oh!
This could be a bad matchup for Turan.
Yeah, he is one blue screen away.
And there's the rake of the eyes.
His love for wrestling is like a truck.
Oh, it sat him down.
All right, Malice looks like he wants to be the one to end this. Stunner from the VI Pharaoh.
Again, nice jawbreaker. No! Trials of Osiris.
Locked in.
Malice's one weakness has always been submissions. Can he break out?
No, his strength is not enough. Hit too much torque on the joints.
Oh my. So at this point now, Azir Turan has tapped out all 3 members of Meme.
And if he does that a week from today, he's going to be your new heavyweight champion.
That is absolutely right. This is a huge momentum boost for VIP going into Thanksgiving.
And your winners, VIP.
And there you have it, folks. Your winner for tonight. And again, if we see that next week, new champion. And also several tweets out on social media. Maximilian Thunder Thighs, Let's Go My Pharaoh, and apparently there was an auto message that came out from Malice GG. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is your card for next Saturday, November 20th, the Super Show Thanksgiving. We are going to see Da Funk face Raphael Sampson for the Big Oof Championship. Legion will take on Kane and XR Kun. Wilson versus Juan, hair versus mask, 1 hour Iron Man match. Sir McCheese facing the Lady Boots for the Nexus Titan Championship. Arcolf in a Gatekeeper Gauntlet match. The Storyteller and the Janitor face each other. The Janitor feels if he faces his old opponent in the ring, he can learn what's going on. Dagrick versus Highrolled for the Warpgate Hardcore Championship. Fire versus Ice. And your main event, Zacho Duo versus Ozir Turan. Well, ladies and gentlemen, and one last tweet out from Kelly on social media, just happy the women's bathroom is finally going to be fixed. Ladies and gentlemen, that is all the time we have. So for Michael Montoya and Eric Genericson, I'm Jerry Aldini. Good night.
Remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the MNW Archive channel. Just remember, you're doing this not for you, but for me, because I deserve to be seen at all times, everywhere. Wilson, son of